Hmm. I don't know if anybody can hear me or not.
Yeah. Morning, everybody.
What's going on?
Morning. What a night.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh, like my boyfriend left at like 2 in the morning, and my cat, I don't know if he has a urinary tract infection or what, peed all over my beds the second time this week, and to do laundry like in the middle of the night is just
Wow.
it's horrible, and I cannot figure out like why he keeps doing it. The box is clean. I thought he had an infection, so I've had him on medication all week, and now he's done it again. And I'm leaving tomorrow to go to my mom's for a week in Arizona, and like I'm afraid to leave him without like my bed like completely covered in plastic, you know?
Wow.
I love that cat. I don't want to give him up, you know? I mean, it's horrible. I just adopted him like last year, and he just started doing this for some reason. I don't know.
You're going to have to send that cat up the river.
Take him to the vet?
Yeah, they put him on antibiotics, but I probably did not give him to him long enough. I gave him to him for like 4 days, and apparently he's supposed to be on it for like 10 to 14 days. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe it came back or something. I don't know.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they got to finish that antibiotic treatment, that's for sure.
Yeah. So he'll be on that for the next week. So at least.
Hopefully that'll make him better.
Yeah.
Hey, Laura, what's Mark?
Hi, Mark.
Hi, I just put a link to a company called petnutritionsystems.com up in the chat.
Okay.
It's actually my brother's company. He does an all-natural, holistic line of pet foods for cats and dogs, breed-specific.
Okay.
If you're having issues with one of your pets, you can actually get blood work done, send it to him, and he'll do a formulation specifically for your pet.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Welcome.
Pet nutrition. I'll write that down. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm afraid to leave him this week because I don't know what's going to happen. I have my roommate taking care of him, but I can't watch him 24/7.
Yeah, it's a downside with pets, unfortunately.
Well, I have a basset hound, so I don't mind like dogs because it's not the same as a cat. When a cat pees, the smell is just atrocious. You know, the pneumonia. Yeah, I usually am not either, but I had a cat many years ago. I just decided to readopt one, but it's becoming really, I feel so bad because I love him. He's a great cat, but I don't know what the deal is with him, so I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out. Hey, PJ.
My bad, I just got done eating.
That's okay. I just woke up like 3 minutes ago, so.
I didn't understand your email, fan. This isn't part of the secure transaction class. It's not a big deal. You got your trust back? You got all your stuff?
You mean my living will, or?
Huh?
You mean my will?
Do you have your treasury pack? All your paperwork.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go over it. The only thing you don't have, you have your bonds, right? You have one set of bonds, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I've had like 2 hours of sleep, if that. So.
I had 3.5.
I know. What happened is my cat peed my bed, which I was just talking to the boys about. So I was up cleaning all night.
Cat piss everywhere.
This guy got a kidney infection?
I don't know. He's on antibiotics right now. So.
All right, so we're gonna go. I brought my books over here. We're gonna go over all the books I read.
All right.
Gonna go over your trust pack.
Yep.
Go over.
I think there's one document in my trust pack that you
I'm gonna go over some codes
right.
that apply to mortgage discharges.
Okay. I had lunch with my brother-in-law yesterday.
Huh? Oh, your brother-in-law? How was it? How'd that go?
It was amazing because my brother and he are finally awake, and they asked me because their property is a pretty significant piece of land in Boston on Newbury Street. It's worth about $10 million.
Listen, I don't care. I hate Boston. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm from New York. Fuck Boston for life.
I know. I was a Sox fan, and I know.
I'll fuck with you. Yeah, so they got some what, have an estate, or that's a lot of land.
I'm making him my like you did with your sister, the trust, a trustee.
Okay.
But they have a $10 million piece of land that they're trying to acquire where their gallery is, and he would like to purchase and get a mortgage. I told him, why not have me do it, And I know what it's like to be a Sox fan at a Yankee game, so you don't even have to explain that. Connecticut's like that a bit.
Boston fans are. Let me tell you something about Boston fans. POS. I was young. I was like 18. We went down to Boston Yankee game.
Yeah.
Of course, we had New York plates on, and someone threw a brick through my man's window. So ever since then, it's like, yo.
I know.
Never
I
again.
know.
Boston's cool. It's a clean city. I like Boston. It's really nice.
The thing is I grew up in Connecticut
really
in between. So when you grow up between two cities, my mom's a Yankees fan, my cousins are Yankees fan, and the other half of the family are Boston fans. And then my uncle is a token Mets fan.
Mets fans is Queens.
Mets.
That's Queens.
But he's from Brooklyn, so,
That's split, I think. I forget how it goes down there.
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'm gonna go over the book review real quick.
Yep.
Just so everybody sees where I'm getting this info from and shit like that.
Yeah. My mom be talking about, oh, you saying all this, but you gotta show me where it's at.
Send me a flash drive. I have like 7,000 files.
I'll send that thing. Well, yeah, I'll try to send it. I gotta wait till Friday.
All right, I'm mailing you a USB flash drive then.
Okay, that's
Nice
fine.
house, dude.
Yeah, I have 5 that I sent out already. I sent them out Friday. Hold on, I'm looking for that one book. Fee, where's that field manual book? One I just brought over here that one day. Oh, it's right here.
Find it?
Yeah, I got it. All right, hold on. I miss this.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm fine. I'm just gonna go over these books. Right here. I got big. I'll tell everybody. I got a big announcement for everybody that's for the class. And then you tell me if you're in the place. All right. 80% of my stuff is here. The other 20% is at the other house. Okay. For court. Just for court. This is the books. All right, so last week I was talking about that book I wanted to show you guys. This is how you guys are getting, this is the rules of engagement. All right. So that goes over the Geneva Convention. It goes over how you're arrested, rules of engagement. It goes over everything. I haven't read it yet. I'm not gonna lie. But I was, just skimming through it. It has some, goes over parole, special agreements, labor detachments. I don't know. It looks boring as hell, but I've ordered it. It's 21st century U.S. Army Law of Land Warfare Manual, Field Manual 2710. This is what my special force dude was always. This is like they repeat this daily. This is what they had to learn. The Field Manual. All right, so court, ready? This is called A Treatise on the Law of Set-Off, Recoupment, and Counterclaim by Thomas Whitney Waterman. Okay, see? Counterclaims, set-offs, recoupments. Okay, this is what I use for court and those taxes and set-offs. I'll give you an example. No, I ain't gonna read that. All right, so this is one of the books that Gene recommended that really taught me a lot, taught me everything about Admiralty law. It's called The Law of Admiralty, 2nd edition, and it's by Grant Gilmore and Charles Black Jr. And I bought a used one, but it's red cover. But Grant Gilmore is when you're in Admiralty cases, this is the book and the guy that they reference the most. Grant Gilmore is Gene's guy. This is where I learned a lot. And then I'll show you if you go to chapter, I think 7 or 11. And this is where you learn about mortgages, set-offs. This is how you insure your vessel, maritime insurance. And that DOJ form is 361, that certificate of identity that has to go to the Department of Justice. It's form 361. And I'm going to show you my medallion stamps on the TDA and the certificate of identity that I got at Fidelity. That's going to be sent out Monday. And me and Laura, it's not the Bureau of Public Debt. Forget what it's changed to. It's something fiscal services. And I'll show you the commissioner that I'm sent to. Looks like a really, really cool lady. Hold on. Let me pull this. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because your birth certificate is a bill of lading. And when we get into the secure transaction class, the advanced class, that I should charge like $5,000 for, we're going to get into investment property. And people, when you say investment property to them, they automatically go to like land, rent producing assets like condos or some bullshit like that. But not investment property would be your birth certificate. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we'll get there. But here, just let me pull this chapter up real quick because it's important. 93. Okay. Because this is your birth certificate is going to be part of your secure transactions, and when you go to Fidelity, you don't speak to the wealth manager anymore. Okay, so I had a little conversation when I was at Fidelity. I spoke to the wealth manager there. I have a phone number. They pointed me to the traders. That's where the brokers are. That's who they, who breaks down your securities when you lodge them, hypothecate them, and monetize them. Okay, and then I'm sending them off. You get 10 a year. So I'm going to show you how I register and send these birth certificates off. I was blessed with this info. I didn't learn this on my own. Someone showed me this. Okay, so
yeah, that's blessings right there, sir.
Word. So when you get this book, go to page 93. It's your chapter 3. It's carriage of goods under bills of lading. Part 1, the relationship of the bill of lading to the contract of sale and its use in financing transactions. So this book goes over everything. It'll give you a good understanding of admiralty law, how to handle yourself in court, special appearances. But I'll show you what you can skim through this one and then order this one that really is condensed with nothing but the sauce. I'll show you this one. This is all I've been reading now for court. And how to handle court, counterclaims, and this is the best book I've ever read. It's the Statutory Supplement to Admiralty and Maritime Law in the United States, 3rd edition. David W. Robertson, Stephen Friedel, and Michael Sturley. Friedel.
Could you hold that up for a minute? Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. This everything breaks. It takes that big ass book and condenses it to the, like, if I broke that book down, this is what I would come out with.
Who's the author of that one?
David W. Robertson, Stephen F. Friedel, and Michael F. Sturley. And it's Carolina Academic Press.
Thank you. I just can't write that fast.
That's fine. It goes into your federal rules of civil procedure. I've showed everybody this, but this is all right. So that's one of my main ones. I reference in court now. So that's the treatise. You have the law of admiralty. Okay. I have a treatise on the law of liens, common law, statutory, equitable, and maritime. The equitable and maritime is the ones you want to pay attention to. And it's not, okay, so you see these, they're thick, but when you open them, they're like half-page reads, okay? These are case references. The only reading that you have to do is just these few sentences. So it's not as bad as you know what I mean? It's a pretty thick book, but some of them are quarter-page reads. It's not as hard as you think it is. It's really not. When you go to start leaning, because I'm about to show you something with this group, okay? We're in direct contact with somebody, all right? Direct contact. Okay, so we have the law of set-off. I showed you the law of recoupment. What book I get my information from? The Admiralty Law books, Grant Gilmore, okay? I bought a this is a newer one, but this isn't Grant. This is okay. So this is the authors I just showed you. These are the authors I just read off from the blue book. This is the longer version of what they wrote of Admiralty Law. And when I did Connie's foreclosure, I used some of the codes out of this book and the bankruptcy and the Title 11 and shit like that. So this is another one that I use. Okay. Okay, and then this one, a manual of equity jurisprudence. This is where I learned the bill of complaint from. The bill of complaint is what the foundation of an indictment is. A treatise on equity pleadings and practice. And this is what we went over that in class, building up the bill of complaint. I'll revisit that if I have to and go over it. I'll do a live indictment. I still have my cases that we could do too. I'm not worried about it. Because I'm only indicting the insurance, so I'm gonna see how it goes. Okay, and then a treatise on equity jurisprudence. This gives you all the foundation of how all the court and how everything came to be. And then I have that read I can send out to everybody from Tammy Peppermint, and I don't know who Dave is. And it breaks down how all this came to be. And once you have that foundation and how the courts run and work and why they're there, then you'll know exactly what to do, how to operate in admiralty, walk on water, all that. I'll have a court class. I'm going to have another mortgage class. Because a mortgage and a foreclosure, it's a little bit more in depth than, like a bank loan discharge. There's just a couple more securities involved, etc. So that's for, let me see, am I missing anything? For court? Oh, okay, so this is the new book that I've been reading. I'm going to go over something with you. All right, so this is a treatise on the law of mortgages and deeds of trust. This is an important motherfucker right here. I promise you. Okay, so when I talk about the UCC3 and you guys being the assigners, if you go section 102 of this book, or 201, I think it's 201. 201. Let me show you guys something. Because if you have a mortgage, you fucked up, right? You didn't do. You're a secure party creditor. You want to do secured transactions. If you have a mortgage, you're dead on arrival already. You left your securities abandoned. That's why when I posted, if you guys seen any of my posts, when the bank, like a banker's manual, and they say, foreclose on them quickly, it's because if they left the shit on the table there, then it's obviously they don't know what they're doing. So I might as well just get them out quick, because they're never going to pick it up or get it anyways. Think how many mortgages are there. You know what I mean? That's why. Because if you don't do it right off the bat, they obviously know that you don't know what you're doing, especially if you come with a lawyer. All right, so 201. Okay, section 201. Discharge or release of mortgage by a signer. It's all in the books, man. That's how they keep secrets. They just put this shit in books. And it goes up there and it talks about how you discharge it. I'll have a class on it and I'll go in depth. I ain't gonna bore you with it. But all right, so that's court. That's how I handle court for those books. And then everything else is on the flash drive. Another 3,000 documents. All Gene's reading material. All Gene's reading material. For court, I use Gene for everything. The overview of admiralty that I have of Gene, reverse engineered all that. That's how I got to the special intervener, the counterclaim, how it's all civil, how it's a tort seizure, how to sue them in suits and admiralty. That's all Gene. I learned all that from Gene. Okay, administrating your estate and how to, so you have a mortgage, right? Now you do your affidavit. You want to come in as the executor, and you've recorded your executor letter. You have a 966 form, which liquidated the estate. You have your 82 form that has, from the IRS, that says you're the executor. Okay, forgiveness letter. Now you take your bank or loan servicer, whoever's servicing the loan, you indict them in federal court. And you know what I'm saying? Now you can come in as the executor and have standing as that with all that proof. Now you can administer the estate as the executor once all this is recorded. And then what your UCC1 is security agreement, that makes you lien creditor, lien judgment creditor, entitlement holder, executor, and heir. You're entitled to this shit. And then if it's corporate and you have a corporate merger, then you're a successor. So administrating your estate. Holmes F. Crouch, get them. Your executor duties. Your trustee duties. And then it has one organizing your estate. Great ass read. My favorite one, also this one was recommended by Gene. Wills, Estates, and Trusts by Alexander A. Bove. I've gone over this. This shows you how to probate shit, but I don't think we have to go to probate no more. But a will, you could just record your executor. Okay, Wills, Estates, and Trusts, Alexander A. Bove. I bought it used. It was like $7. This comes with a CD. I took the CD out. I don't know what I did with it. And the dog chewed this book, but it's for wills and trusts for dummies. It comes with a CD, goes over wills, and it goes over trusts. I also have 3 more books on trusts, but they're not here. And my favorite one. This shows you how to fill the 706, 1041, Schedule K1. 709, Estate and Trust Administration for Dummies. This is the bad boy right here. This goes over everything, and it starts off really, really easy, really, really light, and then gets into the sophisticated filings. Not a hard read. That's why I like these books, because it starts off kindergarten. Okay? It's very important to read. Now, now purchases. This is how you learn to purchase shit. Using your international bills of exchange, creating your own money, creating your own securities, registering, being the assigner, being the guarantor, maker, drawer. All the ABCs of the UCC. Okay? I showed you these. I'm not going to pull them all out. The ABCs of the UCC, get all of them. Okay? I have now for secure transactions, okay? I'm sure what the fuck I read for this shit. There's one, all right. There's two books I didn't read. I didn't read these two yet, but I'll show you the only ones I read and dissect. Here's one from the ABCs of the UCC Article 9. Okay, there's one. Okay, here's a used one. This is the revised statutes, UCC Article 9, ABCs of the UCC. Okay, there's two. Commercial transactions under the Uniform Commercial Code and other laws. LexisNexis. I didn't read it. I don't know. Hold on. People want to talk about discharge. What does that say? Discharge. Right? Read UCC 3-310, 3-311, 3-601 through 605, 3-414 subsection C and subsection F, 3-415 subsection C, 3-416 subsection C, and 3-407 subsection B. Hold on. Subsection A would be discharged by payment. All right. Okay, then it goes into cashiers and tellers checks. This is also referenced in the ABCs of the UCC. So cashiers and tellers checks is UCC. Most of these banks are going to be doing wire transfers. You're not going to worry about going in and getting cashier's checks and shit. Fidelity doesn't do cashier's checks and shit like that, so it's going to, I presume that's going to be wire transfers. And that's Article 4A. You see Article 4A, I believe. So cashiers and teller checks is UCC 3-412, 3-411, 3-104 subsection G subsection H. Okay, lost. This is where your fiscal form 1048 comes in, and standard form 95. Okay, lost, destroyed, or stolen instruments. Okay. UCC Article 3-309, 312, and 118. That's 309, 312, and 118 for lost, destroyed, and stolen instruments. This is just Chapter 13. Here, I'll stop chatting this one. Chapter 14, banks and the check collection process. I'm just showing everything that I read, fam. This is so you guys are in good hands. You feel me? What's that? That's 5. Hold on. This is just secure transactions. You know what I mean? Ask people what they read. Some people can't run off a paragraph. Didn't read this one yet. Secure transactions under the Uniform Commercial Code and international commerce. This is the last one I was waiting to read because it goes into international. That's the last voyage, international business. What's that? This is the best one I've read. Secure transaction for the practitioners. Cheap book, I think it's like $20. How to properly perfect your personal property lien and assure priority. First in line, first in time. As you're going to see for this Bentley that I'm about to go pick up, I'm going to show you who we're in direct contact with. But this will be part of the $100 class. I broke down all this. And then I got this This is the best one, actually. I lied to you. Right here. ABCs of the UCC. Practice under Article 9 of the UCC, second edition. This is you want to buy airplanes, you want to buy land, you want whatever you want to buy. It's how it shows you step by step. It gives you all the codes, teaches you how to do it. It has the examples of how to file it. So I mean, you just gotta read. It's all there. I got you guys. Don't worry. We're here. I'll give you some quick heads up on Article 9 that you guys can look over and prepare for when we do class. I'm probably gonna do it next Saturday for you guys. I got about 8 pages of notes from the UCCs. I'm not gonna read the UCC to you guys. I got all the notes from. So 9, I'll show you my secure transaction for an RV, the Bentley. Go get a boat. Go get whatever you guys want. It's Christmas time. Then I'll show you guys how to send these BCs off. The rapture's here, fam. I'm telling you. Motherfuckers better pay attention. All right. All right. Page 76, secured parties options after default. Upon the debtor's default, the secured party may take possession of collateral, but only if doing so will not result in breach of the peace. UCC Article 9-609, subsection A, subsection B. Important. We're going to get into status of guarantors. Okay, for your checks, you're the guarantor on it. That's UCC Article 9-102, subsection A, subsection 72. Uh, 9-327, priority of security interest and deposit accounts. Your brokerage account is you do special deposits, deposit account. And then this is what I was talking about right here. Go to UCC Article 9-328, priority of security interest and investment property. What I say your investment property is, it's your birth certificate. Okay? We'll get into that. 547. Okay, so this is where I'll leave off. This is where we get into 5-13, termination of statements, because I liened the company, and I'm gonna leave the lien there until I get my car. So they want me to terminate my UCC filing. You know what I mean? So I can get my car. Oh, I'm gonna show you these stamps. I'm gonna show you this letter. This is the big announcement. And then we're gonna do Laurel's Pack, and you guys can ask whatever questions you want. I'll get you guys focused, lined up. Whatever holes you have, we'll fill them real quick. All right, so hold on. Let me grab. I gotta find. I don't know where I put them. Oh, what I'm reading now. Oh, and this is another book that I read. This was in between the UCCs. Okay, what I'm reading. Oh, and here's the other. I thought this was one. This is the first secure transaction book I ever read. I have this on remedies, torts. These books right here, they're free online. Yeah, believe me, I read most of this shit online too, but I like having books. I like being able to dissect them, you know what I mean, highlight them, get my notes in there and shit like that. This is where I learned about security interest and purchase PMSI, purchase money security interest. That I'll get into. That's how you know what I mean, get funds from your birth certificate. When you want like when you want a boat or whatever, you want an airplane. I'll show you. This is what I'm reading now. So I had not too many pages deep yet, but a synopsis of the laws relating to sheriffs and the execution of writs. Okay, because you want, if somebody's embezzling your estate or trespassing you and you've warned them and they're not, you know, keeping the peace or complying with what you wish for, then default them, lien them up, and then once you've put the lien in, you take a writ of possession, get the judgment, because you'll have a default and lien. You'll get a lien judgment, okay? You'll be the lien creditor of the judgment. You take that to the sheriff with your writ of possession, and the sheriff gonna take whatever you attach to that lien. I don't teach that stuff because people abuse the shit out of that. You know what I mean? And then these two, a treatise on the law and practice of writ of mandamus. These are important, and this is how you make the judges. This and a motion to compel adjudication of the realm. Very, very important. Your notary can do what you want them to do right here. Feel me? And then another one is the practice of the county courts by writ of justices, forms, declarations, costs, and let's see, by Joe Sweet over here. Not too bad of a read. You know, couple hundred pages, I think.
Wait, we couldn't see that one. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to just go back and read. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, there you go.
Got it?
Yep, thanks.
And so that's pretty much it. It's not as much as you think it is because you don't have to saturate a lot of the chapters. You only have to pertain to shit that's pertaining to you. Like you want to buy shit and discharge shit. So it pertains, you know, not that grand or everything, but when you get into recoupments and counterclaims, those get into a little bit lengthy reads. But other than that, the ABCs of the UC, short reads. Very easy to read, short chapters, short paragraph. I mean, just boom, 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 right in order, boom, 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 boom. Very easy reads. And it gives you an understanding of how to operate in commerce. UCC Article 9 will go into the enforcement. Actually, if you guys are having trouble with the enforcement, it's just because you're not controlling your res. Your res would be your trust property, your instruments, your vehicles. You're not controlling it. Controlling it would be leaning on it, you know, reporting transaction, 99A, etc. I'm trying to think if I left any books out. There's a couple of dummies books that I read, like Contract Law for Dummies. That was a good one. LLCs for Dummies, I've briefly read. That has some really good points in there and how to open them, how to operate the LLCs. What else? All right, announcement. So this class and all you guys moving forward, except I don't know about the Aussies out there. We're in direct contact with the guy, the governor of the fund, Steve Mnuchin. So I got this letter the other day. Oh, let me grab the medallion. I'll show you. Hold on. All right. Treasury direct account. See that box right there? You gotta check that hard block. When you start writing these securities and you want access to your funds, you gotta release that block. H&R block, your shit's all blocked. Everything is a block grant. I got blocked. Unleash the beast right there. Check that box. You see the name? See how I signed that bitch? In red. Executor, heir. Tell him to hold that.
Oh, I fucked mine up.
Good. Certificate of identity. So that's how I've been writing my name, Peter Joseph House of Polinsky. Sign in red. That boy alive. Who fucks with him? Why? What'd you do wrong, Steve? You didn't check the box?
No.
You sent it off already?
Yeah.
Who'd you send it to?
The address, it's on it.
What address? Oh, the Department of Treasury, Bureau of Fiscal Service?
Yeah.
Okay. So go back. So just redo it.
Chill.
All
Man.
It's no biggie. And just put a sticky note on and just say, hey, I forgot to check this or whatever. Don't worry. Don't overthink it. You good. Fam, this ain't my first secure transaction. This ain't my first time trying to get the TDA.
All right.
What didn't you do right?
Just
What do you-
that.
What, the house of?
Just that box, man.
Oh. I don't know. Yeah, just redo it and then hit the box. You're fine. Don't
All right.
sweat it. You gotta do the certificate of identity though, with it. So don't worry about it. So just go take both of the forms back and send it with the certificate of identity.
Oh.
Okay? 0385. Laurel, what's the pull? All right, so okay, so day after I got these done, I get this letter, and this is from the attorneys of Manhattan Motor Cars. So this is part of the secure transaction, and look who they CC'd. So we are in direct contact with the guy, Steve Mnuchin. My transactions, we're in direct contact with the man. So what I have to do is to go, you know what I mean? I have to release the lien. That's what the UCCs do. They put the lien on the company. So they sent me this. They sent me my UCCs, but they're not my UCCs because I signed my shit when I sent them out. I'll show you my examples. And so they said, unauthorized UCC pursuant to 9-513. So this is where I was getting into. And this is where they be trying to bullshit all times. I do with that big ass book. Man. All right, so we get into 9-513. Party shall cause a secure party of record for financing statement to file a termination statement for the financing statement. The financing statement covers consumer goods. So what that means is for my car to be released, I have to terminate the lien. That's all. For a secure transaction, you got to secure it, lien the company, insure them. The insurance comes with the security agreement and the indemnity bond, or you can do an indemnity bond. You filed I showed you guys to file the UCC one. We were the assignors on the UCC 3 to the Treasury, reported the transaction with the checks, and now you terminate the lien. You go get your shit. But see, that's why I like this book, because boom, it goes into official comment source. UCC Article 9-404. Duty to file or send. Then it goes into bogus filings, buyer's receivables. I'll read a little section because it goes into except for motor vehicles. So this is how it's pertaining to us. That's why I was laughing. So it's duty to file or send. This section specifies whether a secure party must cause the secured party of record, which is us, to file or send to the debtor a termination statement for a financing statement. Because most financing statements expire in 5 years unless a continuation statement is filed under Section 9-515. No compulsion is placed on the secured party to file a termination statement unless demanded by the debtor. They're the debtor. They demand me to terminate. Let's see. Except in the case of consumer goods. Let's keep going. So I was like, all right, we're in, right? Because many consumers will not realize the importance of them of clearing the public record. An affirmative duty is put on the secured party in that case. So you got to clear the record, man. Once they, you know what I mean, they do business with you, you don't no longer need to lien on them. You know what I mean? They have the funds, you have your car, you have your title. Release the lien. Terminate your lien on the company.
Which book is that one? Okay. Thanks.
You got it?
Hey, PJ. Hey, PJ.
No. What's up, Bo?
Do they think they're putting a lien onto that piece of metal with wheels? That's the consumer good. Or
No,
are you
I got
putting
the lien on. I have the lien on the company, Manhattan
They
Motor
think-
Goods.
They think you're putting a lien on the consumer goods because
Watch.
their letter mentions.
Watch, listen, because many consumers will not realize the importance of compost, but many purchase money security interests in consumer goods will not be filed except for motor vehicles. See section 9-309 subsection 1 under section UCC article 9-311 subsection B. Compliance with certificate of title statute is equivalent to filing a financing statement under this article. Thus, this section applies to a certificate of title unless the section is superseded by a duty to cause the notation of a security interest to be removed from a certificate of title. In the context of the certificate of title, however, the secured party could comply with the section by causing the removal itself or providing the debtor with documentation sufficient to enable the debtor to effect the removal. You got to give them the remedy, the way out once they complete their side of the deal.
Have they turned over the car and the MSO to you?
That's what I'm going to get.
Okay. Once
Once I
that happens, then
I'm going to terminate the UCC. I'm going to notify Steve Mnuchin. I'm going to notify, I took the lien off. The funds with this documentation. Okay, now because they have my wire transfers, the funds are there. They can't be released because I didn't do the hard unblock. And this has to go to the fiscal service. And now Laura's going to pull this up. So this is I'm not going to get into it deep because this is going to be the secure transaction. I'm just going over it briefly, real quick, just show you that we in direct contact with the guy. There's no other class or anybody else that's in direct contact with Mnuchin. We're in direct contact with ECC. We're in direct contact. I know green card. I have another letter too. What else? Oh, pull up share your screen. Now this is the commissioner that we're going to be sending it to. I forgot her name. This is where your TDA and certificates of identity go.
You mean the Department of the Fiscal Service?
Yes. Yep. So when I've been saying Department of the Bureau of Public Debt, this is what it is now. I didn't know.
Bureau of the Fiscal Service.
Yep.
And it's Kim over there, right?
Can't remember, fam. She looks like she wants to receive these forms and get this economy going. That's all I know. Seriously. She looks like she's ready.
Kim McCoy.
Ah, the real McCoy. There
Yep.
we go.
The real McCoy.
Kim McCoy, that's right.
Yep.
Okay, so you'll be addressing Kim McCoy with the certificate of identity and TDA. I'm also going to send my UCC one. I'll show you the pack. I'm going to take pictures of the pack. UCC one, my security agreement, executor letter, and forgiveness letter as well. And I think I'm going to send my fee schedule. I'm going to show you. I'll put a car pack, so if you ever get pulled over, I'll show you guys how to get. I'm gonna show you how I get these plates. I'm gonna show you how. You have to go to the Department of State, the Foreign Department, for the plates. I have a read on it. I sent it out. It's the Diplomatic and Consulate book. What else? All right, so Kim McCoy, that's who you guys are going to be in contact with. That's who you're going to address. She looks like an amazing woman. All right, Now I'll show you guys how to put your trust together, how you send it out, what goes in the pack. Laura, pull up redemption manual 4 or 5. It's in Secure Creditor 2. And I sent my first light pack. I just used the redemption manual. Go down. It's right there. Oh, go back to Secure Creditor 1 and go and Stop the Pirates 1 and hand this out to everybody because I found this was a few classes ago.
I think didn't I post that a while back, but I'll do it again.
What? The redemption man? No, I'm trying to show you this. All right, go to Stop the Pirates 1.
No, Stop the Pirates. I thought we put this up before, but.
Number 15, the kickback racket. Send that out to everybody. This is where the judges and everybody gets paid on your estate when you don't.
Okay.
You don't show up and handle your shit. Cash rewards. This is how they get paid. This is how they get their pension fund. I think they all retire once they hit 30 million. 30 million off of state embezzlement. What a career, fam. Holy shit. All right, send that out. All right, now let's go over to trust. Pull up redemption manual. Everybody asks me what goes in this pack. It's right here. It's not my pack, but this is the pack I sent out, and that shit worked. My shit was on, like, little kids get in there, like a word system, like that card stock paper. I had that shit, my bond shit on it. I had no idea what I was doing. You guys, your trust all gonna be 10 times better than mine, more professional looking. My shit is raggedy, yeah. Goes on, that's like 300. You gotta go into 300, like 350.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, 1 second.
What the fuck is it? What up, Mo? About halfway through this one. This one's a beast right here, boy. Secret Doctrine. That's a good read. It'll just take me like an hour or two to read, though. Oh, what's more? Keep going.
You just passed UCC 1. Is it before it or after it? I'm at 4.
Keep going. Oh, go up. You passed it.
It was like 360 something? Or?
Yeah. It's right about like with the birth certificate. It gets. All right, go down a little bit. Yep. It's right after this stuff. Yep. Schedule A. Yep. There's your power of attorney. I'll give you guys my power of attorney. I forgot. It wasn't Karen Ramirez. I don't know. Somebody gave me some sauced up power of attorney. It was a female from Florida or Texas.
Do you want to start with security agreement? What do you
I'll
want?
go down. There's because it's just a list for we're going to start your treasury pack. I'm going to show you how to send it out, but I'm going to show you how I referenced it through here.
Okay. Schedule A, power of attorney, common law, copyright.
Yeah, keep going down because you'll see the birth certificate, and once you see the birth certificate, that's when you'll slow down. There's your hold harmless.
UCC1.
Yep, it's getting there.
Charge back.
Yep, here we go. There you go. Right there. Charge back. So there, see? It walks you to the chargeback go up. It gives you the data sheet and what you need. So it's the BC bond order, which is your birth certificate bond. Excuse me. Certified copy of your authenticated birth certificate.
PJ,
Yep.
when you say certified copy, just because this always swims around my head whenever someone says it, that just means a copy after it's been recorded, or just
No, you go to your county clerk and just say you want a certified copy, and they give you a certified copy with their seal on it. That's all.
okay, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
You mean a certified copy of the birth certificate, or you mean a certified copy of the authenticated birth certificate, certified in their records? I'm confused also.
Authenticated one. Just take your authenticated and say, hey, I need a certified copy of this. Thank you.
So you give it to them and then they make the copy, or do you come there with the copy?
No, they make the copy. You come there because you don't ever give your authenticated shit away. You keep that in like a safe. Because you only have to authenticate your certificate of live birth and your birth certificate, long form, short form. And then you get 10 a year. You don't have to authenticate them. You register them, endorse them. Same thing I do with the checks. You're going to do with the birth certificates for the transaction. But you're going to go to the traders in your brokerage firm. You're going to send it to the Social Security Administration Commissioner, open up my account for your Social Security. You're going to get a debit card from Social Security account. You're going to send it to Mnuchin. And then IRS Form 88 tells them where to deposit this shit. You wanted to go, you need your cage code to do these $30 million grants. I'll show you. I'll come to your city. We'll create a teen center, and we'll do a $30 million teen center. You know what I mean? We'll get that going. I'll show. We're going to start the first one here in my city, and we'll replicate it. You know what I mean? We'll get rid of public schools, and you know what I mean? We'll put in entrepreneurship and investor classes together. I mean, be good. Everybody just needs to get their trust shit out. Everybody just needs to watch that last discharge video. I don't know what else I could do to show you guys.
So this is the chargeback letter I did, the one we did. It's a little longer than the one that.
Like I said, your shit's way better than my shit. I got all this. My trust pack that I put together is all my work. You know what I mean? That I pulled from everybody else's shit.
Yeah.
That's
so
all.
PJ, to back away from the 30 million, I have an authenticated birth certificate from the Secretary of State in DC. I take that authenticated DC authenticated certificate, birth certificate, go to the county recorder, and do what with it?
Just get a certified copy.
Sorry. Okay. I don't know what that means. All right, but
What do you mean you don't know what that means? You go there and say, hey, I need a certified copy.
and they're going to make a cut.
That cost money?
$15, I think. $10.
Okay.
For what, one page?
I'm going to do it Monday, so I'll show you guys. I got to do it Monday. I need a couple certified copies to send out. So I'll show you how they do it. All right, so Laurel, you ready? We'll put you. This is gonna be your treasury pack. All right. So first things first. UCC1.
Mine's not in that order, but okay.
All right, we'll go in your order. Whatever you have, it don't matter.
Right.
It's all together though, right? Everything.
Yep. Here it is.
All right. Cool.
I mean, if there's anything missing, it's a good opportunity to have it. So.
You ain't missing nothing, man.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my legal notice and demand, right?
Yep. All right, never mind. I'm going to start off my way. You're going to have to find these docs. You ain't starting off with the legal notice. All right, UCC1 security agreement.
All right.
It goes on top.
It does? Okay.
This is your trust pack. Everything else that I added is just extra sauce. This is your immediate trust pack, the immediate documents you want them to see. Your UCC1 and your security agreement. Yep, UCC1.
That include a non-UCC? Just for clarification.
That's the same thing, fam. All your UCCs are non-UCC unless you've done a bill of exchange, which is an ag lien.
Okay.
Just give me a second because my notary documents are all loosely attached. So I want to make sure I keep them together. So.
You're fine.
Well, damn, people been trying to tell you gotta do both for all this time, confusing people.
Here's the security agreement. This is about 17 pages. I've got my notary stamps attached to it. Let's see.
There's the stamps on the back.
I got the front stamp too, but everybody does it their own way, right, PJ?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that comes after UCC1. It's got your Schedule A in it.
Yep. Indemnity bond. All right, then you're going to put your BC bond order there with the blue border for $100 million.
1 second. Let me get that.
Show everybody how I sign that too.
Yeah, I still haven't got the third surety, like information with their registered
You
mail.
only need 2 sureties.
Right, you're one and then another one, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only way to get that is to send it to you and then send it to the other person.
That could be a surety.
Well, yeah, you'd be easy for me.
You know what I mean? Or Laura, whoever you need.
I'm still waiting on mine too.
If you make it primary, so we're not looking at that chargeback, it'll be easier for everyone to see what you're showing us.
What do you want?
This is the bond order.
Oh, stop. Laura, you got to stop sharing so they can see your screen fully.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, PJ, I'm still waiting on my bonds too.
You'll get them.
Okay.
Got the registered mail number here.
Hey, Laurel, can you share your screen and make it big?
Nope. This
No,
is
you
the
can't.
the only way I can have a big screen.
Everybody has to stay quiet so her screen stays prominent.
So that comes after the security agreement.
Laurel, that didn't show up because somebody else talked. And
Here you go.
here you go.
It comes in the package, whether you make it yourself or we've done it.
Awesome, thanks.
Nothing special about it, just documents to fill out. You send them out to your sureties. You sign as the principal. Print, you got 2 witnesses of your choice on the bottom.
Yeah.
$1 billion. Oh, 100 billion.
Yep, that's your BC bond order. This is what charges your trust up. It's like a prepaid debit card. This charges your account up. Then you're going to put your indemnity bond underneath it.
Okay.
This is your insurance. This is how you insured your vessel. You get into a car accident, you reference this registered mail number for insurance. They need an insurance claim. You give them this registered mail number that you registered the insurance. This is the indemnity bond. This is your second indemnity bond, separate from your security agreement. That's about 5 pages.
Yep. So on the bottom of each part of the page, you've got your surety and your self thumb printing.
Yep. That's the seal. That's your great seal. Okay, so when you guys are watching those like medieval, who were we talking to, Laurel? About the medieval, when I brought up the medieval. Okay, so if you ever watch like the medieval stuff or the Renaissance stuff and you see the scripts or the scrolls rolled up and they have the wax stamp on there, that's their great seal that they created.
Here's
Now when you go back and then if you see the king didn't claim, like when he had the side piece, he didn't claim the bastard child. He's lost at sea. He had no standing because he didn't claim his kid. He was lost at sea. That's why we're all bastard children, because none of our fathers claimed us. We're all lost at sea. So the road to riches and making your family wealthy, you know what I mean? These shifts all started with you guys.
This is your last page where all the stamps are.
Look at Middleton over there. You guys, yo, I love him, fam. You guys see him fucking sign this shit. He gets so amped, man. He gets so excited. You have no idea. That's probably. I know how he gets. He gets excited. So if like he forgot to stamp one of them, it's just he's excited as shit.
These are dollar stamps. You can get these. At
Yeah, I've been doing the international stamps now.
Which are the dollar.
I've used dollar. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter.
That's the Red Fox.
I was going to ask you about that because when I went to the post office, they said they only had the $1.15 stamps, the circle ones.
King, they know you coming. They know you international. They helping you out, King. Stop playing.
I got them too. I got like 2.
You can use those.
Every time I go to the post office, I'll get like a sheet of those, and I'll get because they're not going to be doing. I guess they're getting rid of the 2-cent and 3-cent stamps.
Yeah, I still have some white 3-cent stamps because I just ordered like 100 of them.
Yo, I think I forgot. Well, I gotta record all my stuff on your thing, on your website.
That's fine. Just hit me up.
Yeah, we'll do that next class.
All right, cool.
We'll all record our shit on your public record.
That sounds good.
Because I forgot.
Only for the people in this class, okay?
Gotcha. Gotcha, boss. Appreciate it, King. All right. So we have the BC bond order, which charges your account up. And that's the importance of the BC bond order because that's basically what you'll be liquidating with the 966 form. You know what I mean? That's the liquidation of the charge of. That's why you want your bond secure. That's what's being dissolved and liquidated. That BC bond order that's attached to your social. That's what charges up your account. People a lot of I didn't have. You gotta understand something. My mentality is if you have to look at the price tag, you can't afford the shit. Okay, you gotta understand what I was involved with. So I never had credit cards and have bank accounts. I have none of this stuff. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna get it. Laurel, keep going. After the indemnity bond, we're gonna do the bill of exchange. So when your trust is set up correctly, if you have any kind of debt, all your bills should be handled, done. See you later. Once your trust is set up. But see, I had no debt. You understand? I know nobody.
That would be this, right?
Right. And this gets a registered mail number, and this you have to assign this to the
Here you go.
To the Treasury. We're gonna report all these transactions. I didn't have to do this because I had no debt. But when you set up your trust, this bill of exchange, if you have any debt out there, this shit should distinguish everything. So people that have trust and debt and bills at the same still, that shit doesn't make sense to me, fam.
This doesn't have any notary.
You don't need the notary there.
Yep, I'm just saying. It has no notary.
Listen, the jurats and shit like that, what I'm finding out, your seal is all you need.
Okay.
What's his name? My man, fuck. I'm horrible with names. I don't want to disrespect. He's Chinese. He's always on Facebook. He's wicked smart, does foreclose. I forget.
Roger.
Roger. He does the seal and stuff. He's his own. He don't go to notaries. He's his own notary. He stamps his own shit. Bond. But my buddy down in Manhattan, Lamont, he knows Roger pretty good. I don't know if Roger's doing too well. Something's wrong with his kidneys or something. So I haven't heard anything. I hope he's all right. All right, so boom. Now your bill of exchange, then you have the cover letter with your bill of exchange, right? I've seen some people that have like liquidation letters to Mnuchin or Raul. Those are no good because unless you're adding the 966 form with that. I mean, the letters are not getting it done. It's the forms that will get the
His letter.
Yes. Okay, so this is just the cover letter that goes with your bill of exchange.
I have a notary on it, but you said we probably don't need it, so.
Yeah, it's if you can't get to, it's not. I had all my shit notarized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. But the stamp, your thumbprint, the signature is the great seal. That's your seal.
Now, this doesn't go on top. This goes after the chargeback.
Right, so it'll go UCC1 security agreement, BC bond order, your indemnity bond, cover letter, bill of exchange.
You need the 966 too?
Not with my trust. I just did the 966 a couple months ago. You understand? It was big grew me into this position. You know
Where
what I
do
mean?
you put in the 1040V?
No 1040, it's 1041.
Oh,
I sent 1040V, but it's all 1041 now.
1041V.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta make.
And you're not filling it out. All you're filling out is, I think it's right there in the redemption manual. You just put your social security number on there. And then on the 1040E, we'll get into it. You'll fill it out right now.
All right, let me print one. And that goes behind the,
This comes after your bill of exchange. You're going to do a 1041V and a 1040ES.
all right, hold on. A lot of these you already had printed for me, but I gotta print a 1041V.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. Mine worked with the 1040V. At this point in time, believe me, that shit don't matter. Stephen Cohn, counselor at law, 1 Old Country Road, Suite 420. I see you, partner.
Okay, printing these out.
All right, so I'll get back. There's 2 reasons why I don't have to answer to any of this shit. You have to hit me up properly, fam. I have the address change. You gotta hit me up at the suite, kid. Can't hit me up at the home address no more. That kid ain't there no more. Unless it's all mail fraud anyway. You're trying to fraud and swindle me into something. It works both ways, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna call them up. I'm gonna see what happens. Because I'm not terminating unless they hand over the keys. Once I have the keys, I'm like, I'll do it right in front of them. Here you go. Boom, boom, boom. You terminate shit on the UCC3. That's how you terminate shit. All right, so we'll fill out the 1041V. It's just an acceptance on the period on the 1040ES. It goes right over it in the redemption manual. And then all the extra sauce is your affidavit of peaceful inhabitants. Your affidavit. I changed the affidavit to claim it. I don't do no more affidavits. No more fiat, none of that shit. The only affidavit I have recorded is the affidavit of death, and I'm pissed off that I did it that way, but I'm gonna leave it as it is. Everything, I changed everything. Believe me, I changed my shit. This is my 10th time changing shit up. So don't think like your package is gonna grow with you. It's okay.
Hey, so Pito, I didn't do the 966 with the affidavit of death and all that pack. Can I just send that out by itself to the Department?
You have to make it, okay, so that pack, you have to make an appointment with the IRS. This is how I did that. I brought my 82 form, printed out from the IRS, the 82 letter, not form, that says I'm the executor, okay, for the estate EIN, your 8283 number. I brought that in there. I brought 2 SS4 forms. One was for the foreign grantor trust. The second SS4 form was the foreign grantor estate. You get that once you have your death certificate. That's the one I want. I don't want the foreign. I got the foreign grant. I want the foreign grantor estate. That's the bad boy one. But all right. So I walked in there with the 82, the SS4, 2 SS4s, and the 966. I said I need this process. Boom. And like I said, I love my city. And the IRS here just take my paperwork and sent it out for me. I got copies of everything. That's what I showed you guys last week. The copies and how I signed it, stamped it, etc. All about controlling the res. Right, you know what I mean? Registered mail registers your funds, and you have to report the transaction. 1099. That's what I'm talking about with, like, if you guys want to go get your credit cards at your banks, go down to your bank and fill out the credit card application. But after you fill out the credit card application, you have to speak to the underwriter and get the file number. Yo.
So the rest of the documents doesn't matter what order they're in.
Hold on, Slime. I ain't done with you.
All right. I'm trying to figure out who unplugged the printer last night making pumpkin carvings.
Who?
The girls, they unplug my printer. I'm like, God damn it.
I'll be out there soon, kid.
I know. You need to, like, do some slapping out here. Yes, sir.
The credit card. Then you fill out your 1099-A. The account number will be the file number. Okay. Then you send them the OID. Tell them that they file the OID in 10 days or 15 days, or you file a form. Then you file the OID and 8281, and that's it. If they don't, you know, deposit or return your security, that's when you hit the DTCC up. You fill out that 1048 fiscal form and standard form 95, and then you indict them for security fraud. You can't lose. You see what I'm saying? It either works two ways. You either do your fucking job or I'm gonna indict you. That's it. That's all there is. It's black and white. But you have to come correct. You can't be half-assed, half account set up, your trust not set up, bonds cured. You know, I've seen Gene kill this shit. I don't think Gene has any bonds out there or anything like that, or secured party. He just kills them with contract law. This is just something that I do, that I got results and that I can replicate, that people get results from. That's all. You know what I mean? But for court, I don't think Gene does any of this UCC stuff. He speaks about it. That's how I knew to do the UCC3. That's what I mean. Like, Gene talks about it. Maybe I'll put a pack of all the Gene reads I have. I know I've got like 5 or 6 at least that are good, healthy ones. Chris Summers, I think. Christian Walters. Admiralty Overview. He has one for foreclosure. I have the special deposits from Gene. I have Gene's claim for he did somebody's Infinity. I think it was Costello, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and then I just have I'll put them together for you. I have them all in my pack. It's on my flash drive. I have a folder just for Gene. OIDs. Gene goes over the 8281. And then I just have his videos on the 706, 709. All right.
I can't print anything because.
All right, don't sweat it.
I'm just gonna mark it in my notes to put them in.
We'll go over the redemption manual so they can see it, so they can see what I'm talking about. Pull the redemption manual back up. Okay, so back to the pack. You have your bill of exchange, then you're gonna do your claiming of peaceful inhabitants. You'll add foreign tax exempt status, foreign status. Claimant of secured party creditor. You guys want to see my reservation of rights? How I switched it up? Let me share it real quick. I'll show everybody.
Stop share?
Yeah, stop share. I'm sorry. Let me see. I'll show you what I did, boy. There go that boy. And I added to the masterpiece affidavit follow-up, I added my letter of appeal that I did for Connie into the affidavit follow-up. All right, so this is, if you guys want it, you guys want mine? I switched it up. I added some shit. See where the purple is in here? That's all added. No more affiant. It's all, I changed everything to claim it. The top part is Peter Joseph, the House of Polinsky, and I put executor. Suite is up there. And put my phone number up on the board. It's gonna cost you to get my phone number after these days, kid. First paragraph I switched up. They had color of law and deprivation of rights. I don't like it. Fuck that. I put a state embezzlement on there. Let them know the seriousness. So this right here, this one document gives you your, consular and diplomatic immunity. Just this one document. Your status correction comes from your heart and your mind, not this piece of paper.
Next up.
All this piece of paper is garbage. It's all dead. You're just adding to the value of the dead with this paperwork. That's your status correction. You just have to show how you're alive on their paperwork. First, middle, House of. That's all. That's what the Declaration of Independence was. You're in a state of pending. First article of the Cestui Act explains to you how to show you're alive, how to show and claim your estate. You have to. I ain't gonna get in that. All right, but,
email that to me if you want me to send it out to people.
nah, you don't get nothing, Slime.
Okay.
But no, so I like this. I did the American National Code in there. I put the private citizen code in there. I gave the public law and Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act the titles 28 U.S.C. Section 602 and 1605. I was gonna add Geneva Convention shit in there, but I like this. I feel like it's suffice. I'm happy with it. I'm not gonna change much more of it. All right, what else? I think I did something else too. All right, I'll show you how I added to this. I was working on the living will thing again too, but I think that's as good as it's gonna get.
Are you still going in order in the pack, or?
No, I'm just.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was my reservation of rights. Okay.
A lot of these docs that he's talking about, I can put them in my editor and put your information in the autofill, and it will go through and fill all the, replace his name with your name, your social.
Yeah, so, all right, so you guys can see my screen?
And that's how all these documents are. Even all
Look,
of my
man. Yo, simmer down, Blackwater.
A couple of adjustments to them, but for the most part, I can literally spend.
Blackwater, relax.
Doing a lot of those documents.
Look, if you're on, look it. I'm trying to show you the sauce right now. Look it. If you want to go to, all right, here, I'll pull up a doc.
You type fast. You type fast.
It's not about typing fast. Look, if you have Microsoft Word, you hit Control H, it brings up Find and Replace. Whatever. So every word that you want to find, or you know what I mean, you pull up the name.
If I tell you how to do it on that laptop, I can give you the documents to just autofill your information. Okay. And once you get through that folder with all those different documents, then we can file them.
All right.
I muted him.
Blackwater, keep on rolling. All right, so. No, I know what he's talking about. The filler program. I
thought he was talking to somebody else.
Maybe he could be. All right, so this is, you guys have this, but I'm going to resend it out to you guys. I'm going to dress it up a little bit with Laurel. Laurel always dresses my shit up. This is going to be part of your discharge packs. I was going to add laws to the 3-step paperwork. I'm not doing it. We're going to add this claimant. So by example, all right, so you see this affiant. Oh.
Yeah, I already changed.
Yeah, I know Laurel did, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So
yep.
When you guys are filling out docs, and make sure you don't miss anybody's name. Boom. Boom, 55. Holler at me. And that just changed. Any word affiant came in that template or whatever you're creating, that's how you change the whole document for yourself.
Now, okay. This isn't part of the Treasury pack, though.
No, this is part of the discharge pack. I just want to show everybody what I added to it because we're going to resend it out. But this, no, I wanted to go over. I was going to add to the 3-step. But I'm not going to. 3-step is fine the way it is. This is just going to go with every discharge foreclosure. This can be people's testimonies in court for people. You can't, this is bulletproof, okay? Bulletproof. It's got everything in it. Boom. Claimant is aware and knows that in light of the holding of Fidelity Bank guarantee versus Henwood and taking notice as of October 27th, 1977, legal tender for discharge of a debt is no longer required. That means gold and silver is definitely not required to discharge debt dollar for dollar. If you go back to Title 31 U.S.C. Section 3123, the government is obligated to discharge dollar for dollar. The obligation is defined under Title 18 U.S.C. Section 8. Then you get into your Stamp Act. All right, that becomes legal tender is not in circulation at par with promises to pay credit. There could be no requirement of repayment in legal tender, either since legal tender was not loaned nor in circulation, and repayment or payment need only be made in equivalent kind, a negotiable instrument. That's a court case. You see what I'm saying? You can go any one of these. They can't get by none of these. This is what I read off for Connie on the record as testimony, Exhibit A, but it wasn't this exact one. You know what I mean? We modified it a little bit. So this is what I added. You know what I mean? The woman at the USDA has failed to perform her duty as fiduciary trustee of the account. We have done a notarial process, same thing as your private administrative procedure, against her in the account for non-acceptance and payment under section. This is from Gene, too. This letter I got from Gene. UCC 35-1 and 3-505, subsection A, subsection B of the UCC, which creates evidence of or presumption of a dishonor. She is knowingly or unknowingly became or become the debtor and myself the creditor. Now, the way that this happens now that what I'm showing you is we're listing them on UCCs. This is where the UCC comes in and distinguishes the parties. So when you come into court and you pull out your evidence and this shows, hey, boom, we have a lien here. This is who the debtor is. This is the lien creditor. Boom, boom, boom. There's no presumption. We know who the parties are, okay? And this is how you protect yourself of all presumptions. Can't leave them to presume anything. Also worthy of note, if she's going to treat the note as a liability instrument, she has to present it to me for payment. Make me chargeable under UCC 35-01, UCC Article 3-501 of the UCC, which she has also failed to do to the extent she is in dishonor for non-acceptance and non-payment by notarial profits. The administrative side, there has been a discharge of debt in its entirety under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act within the 30-day time frame as mandated by law. It takes 30 days for securities to cure, 90 days for bonds. Your birth certificates are securities, so when you lodge them, 30 days. Coming. And then the schedules, RC balance sheets, line 13, and the RCE deposit liabilities, line 7, will prove that the amount the bank deposited from your promissory note is equal to file amount they issued as a deposit liability owed to you. Anytime the bank tries to foreclose on you, it's fucking crazy, fam. They owe you performance. How are they gonna try and foreclose? That's how fraudulent this shit is. And that's why indictments are necessary right off bat. As soon as they try to start collecting money from you, indictment time, kid. It's mail fraud, because as soon as they send you a statement of your account trying to collect money, it's frauds and swindles, Title 18 USC Section 1341. It's automatic. But when you accept that last name and you take ownership of that name, you're a felon because you don't own the name. That's where the common law copyright comes in. And then your common law copyrights need to be registered, trademarked, liened on, and I'll show you. I just read it in UCC Article 9 to enforce them. And you have to send them to a certain person. It walks that big book I showed you, the practice of Article 9 goes into trademarks. And that's how you get 500. Like if you get pulled over, you give them that. You tell them, listen, trademark that 500,000 per contract. That I'm not consenting to you. I'm not consenting to contract. You have 5 minutes. Here's my fee schedule, my executor letter, and blah, blah, blah. I'll put the pack together. And then it goes into the OIDs and why they have to file the OID laws. This is part of the OID letter. And I added some of the OIDs, codes of federal regulations. Then I got into the Title 12, which is banking. There was a National Currency or National Bank Act of March 3rd, 1864, was codified in Title 12, Section 24, Paragraph 7. Can't tell slaves the Banking Act, can't tell them. And I read this. We went over all this, but this is what I added. I'll send it to you guys. All right, back to the pack. So like I said, this is your first main pack of the Treasury. It's your UCC 1. Your security agreement. We showed you how to stamp them on the bottom right. It's your BC bond order, indemnity bond, cover letter, bill of exchange, 1041V, and your 1040ES. That's your main pack. Everything else is just extra sauce. So then you can add in your claimant of foreign status, claimant of secured party, claimant of peaceful inhabitants, claimant of foreign tax exempt. And you're going to add, the last thing you're going to add is your W-8.
Right.
No more W-8 bends. 1041V and 1040ES. And we're going to pull up the, here, I'll stop share. Pull up the redemption manual so they can see the banker's acceptance on the 1040ES.
Is the W-8 already completed with the IRS when you send it, or do you just send them a blank one?
It's completed already. I sent you an example. I sent you Pat Long's.
Yep. All right.
You should have it. Stop playing, fam. You have everything.
No, I'm not asking if I have it. I just, mine's blank, so I'm going to the IRS. I got to go take it with me. So, I know. Hit me. Hit me.
You're fine, Slime. Just call me when you get in there. You're good. Anybody that wants to go anywhere, you know what I mean? Just kind of, like I said, just give me a heads up. Tell them you got your attorney on the fucking phone. What are they going to say? Are they going to text me? Go ahead. Go ahead. But see, it's all in your procedure, fam. You can't be talking to these tellers. They don't know none of this shit. CFOs, CEOs, DTCC, Fiscal Services, Social Security Administration Commissioner, and Steve Mnuchin. That's all you need to contact. That's it. And handle your procedure correctly. It'll happen. I'm showing you it live. You're seeing it live, fam. They're in direct contact with me. No, go to the redemption manual and pull up where they have, so they can see the banker's acceptance on it. I'm pretty sure it shows it there. Yep. There's your BC bond. Yep. There's one. All right, so there's your BC. Okay. Right there. It doesn't show the banker's acceptance. Go down. Right there. Okay, so look, all right. It's simple. You see the different dates. All right, go back to your the one you pulled up on. I thought they had this acceptance on there. It's no biggie. All right, so see here, the top right corner under payment voucher 4, it'll say calendar year. It'll say due January 15th. All right, go down or up. All right, payment voucher 3, due date. All right, so we're in October. We're going to have to do the 4th one. So we're in the last quarter. That's right. Okay? So this is where you put your acceptance on. You don't have to fill nothing out. You just take your 45-degree angle, red pen, except for value, exempt from levy, House Joint Resolution 192, Public Law 73-10, and then sign it. Social Security number, exemption number, sign it. That's it. That's all you got to do. Just diagonally on payment voucher 4. You don't have to fill nothing out. 45-degree angle. Sign it. Bottom right of this page, wherever you put your acceptance, put your thumbprint, stamp, sign it. Pull up the 1041V.
Hey, Peter, do you have to sign it on the back too?
Oh. All right, so your 1041V. You're only going to put your social security number in there, okay? So just number 1, and then your name of the trust, so your all-cap name. And 4, name of the fiduciary is going to be Steve Mnuchin and Raul Maldonado, depending where your packs go. And fill out his address. Don't put the dollar amount or anything. Leave all that blank. So leave 2 blank, but fill out 1, 3, 4, or 5. And then once you fill it out, put a banker's acceptance diagonally over it. Same thing as the 1040 ES. And that's it. They'll fill in the dollar amount for you. You're good. That's all I did for my pack. And that's it. So then you'll take that pack, right? You're going to take this to FedEx. Okay? So once you have everything notarized, stamped, signed, you make your move to FedEx and tell them you want this binded. Okay? And then they're going to bind this whole pack. And so this is the new documents that we went over, you're going to add. So you're going to add your executor letter, your forgiveness letter, and your fee schedule. That's what I would be adding to these packs now. The letter and forgiveness letter.
Yeah, the fee schedule we've always had in here, but was it not part of this redemption?
I didn't send in the fee schedule with mine. I just made it part of everybody else's once I had what I know now is Tammy's fee schedule. And you guys can add to the fee schedule what we're doing with one of our boys, Anil's boy, Brent. We're adding his land to the fee schedule because he's an organic hemp grower, and he has a pear farm next to him, okay? And the pear farm guy's using Monsanto chemicals, spraying the shit out of it. And, you know what I mean, these are going to elementary schools, and the children are eating this fucked up food, this fucking poison. And a little bit got on Brent's leaves, and they're trying to make Brent, destroy his crops. So, the gods are stepping in and saying, fuck out of here. So we're going to build a pear farm guy for $1 million per plant. What are we up to? A couple billion, right?
Yep.
Right. Well, so we're about to hit old boy for a couple $1 billion bill and indict him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they need to have that happen. They need to have that happen.
So, because Brent is a great guy, Brent has came forward and warned him, gave him notice, saying, "But relax, man. This is my organic farm. I can't have any of your pesticides that you feed fucking children on my shit." You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So fuck this dude. I don't give a fuck about him. So, but what was really cool and what was a big honor was, so the Department of Justice called Brent and they were like, you can do an informal meeting with the ODA, Oregon Department of Agriculture, or you can do a formal meeting with your private attorney general. And he didn't know who the private attorney general was, and so I had to tell him who I was and shit. And so he was hyped, and we were going to do it that way now. So we're going to request a formal meeting. Another reason why I'm going down to the county is because they're still calling me fucking mister, and that shit's pissing me the fuck off. Once I record this private attorney general, so now when I go in court, they're going to, respect the kid. So it's just paperwork, whatever. You know what I mean? The guy called, we got Connie's recording, right? You got Connie's recording of the foreclosure when I spoke for. It's like an hour long, right?
Yes.
I'm going to hand that out. But I can't. I tried to email a couple people. It's too big.
Yeah, it is.
How'd she email me?
Let's see.
But how did she email me?
You probably have to upload it
probably have to upload it privately to YouTube or something.
Or Google
Dropbox.
Drive or
Yeah.
one of those.
I was just gonna say, or Dropbox.
Oh.
So the
I'm
1040
shy. I'm not
ES.
playing that shit with me listening to it. But if Laurel can put it in the Dropbox for you guys in class or whatever, you guys can listen to it. I think it's like an hour. I was on my way to a concert. You know what I mean? I had nothing in front of me. I was just on the phone, and I had that 3-page letter that I just read off a little bit. That's all I had in front of me. I was on the car ride home. I went to go see my girl bought me concert tickets for Kid Rock and Brantley. That's her shit, but she bought me to go. Kid Rock's the man. If you guys want to go see a live concert, fan, have a good time, go see Kid Rock.
He was just in the White House.
He's all about his fans. He does everything for his fans. He puts on an amazing, amazing show. Like, I've seen Imagine Dragons, and I love Imagine Dragons. They put on an excellent show for family, kids. Kids go there. They have a bunch of confetti. It's really, really, like, magical. I loved it. But Kid Rock puts on an amazing, amazing show. Love that voice, man. I thought it was funny that he was up in the White House. I thought that shit was – he's a good boy, man. He's really, really humble. Really, really humble. Oh, Connie's here. Hi,
Connie.
Connie, we're going to – oh, is it okay if I upload the foreclosure appeal so everybody can hear it? I don't want to do it live because I'm too shy. All right. So, all right, I'll let you guys listen to it and see how you can hear how the judge, I was getting at the judge, me and Connie Jean have an inside joke. Everything that we say now, we say duly noted. Because every time this broad spoke, felt like I had to object and shit. You'll see. Laurel, make sure everybody listen. everybody hears it, you know, you guys, I think you guys will appreciate it.
What date was that on? Do you remember?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I want to hear that one. I'm already imagining what that's going to be.
Connie may need to send it to you continue that you guys originally.
Yo, it was a good time, fam. Because I was telling her, I was like, fam, if they let me speak for you, then you're in good hands. You know what I mean? Because the way that we did it first time, it was like the judge asked us something, and I would say something, and she repeated it, and it would say, on the record, on the record. It was fun. I loved it. It was a great spiritual growth. It was a great experience. It was an honor. Okay, so now back to FedEx, right? So you got your pack, got your stamps on. You got it binded, okay? This goes to the Uniform Bonding Code, okay? Again, for court, kind of you've done it. You're going to apostille all your documents, authenticate them for court. Then you go to the post office with your registered mail number on top. And this is where you insure it. This is where you want your insurance, and this is where you're going to invoke your UPU, your postal union, okay, in your common law. And this is where when they talk about the $21 in stamps, you want to insure it till you get to the $21 in postage. The $21 invokes the common law jurisdiction. 21 pieces of silver, da-da-da. So you go to the post office, they had any insurance on this. I started at, this is how I was taught, this was taught to me. I started at $1,200. I said, well, that's, what's $1,200 insurance cost? And they were like, $8. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, I need $21 postage. I was like, what's 4,000? So we got to the $4,000 mark, and he was like, 22.11 or something. I was like, all right, cool. So when you get to the insurance part, and you want the $21 in postage from the insurance. So start at 4,000 and see what they say. I'm pretty sure it's a good marking to start at is 4,000, and that should give you the $21 in postage that you need. That's it. Then you wait. Okay. All right. So, all right, Laura, you got your green receipt. Do you have a green receipt there, like a?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna show you how to put the amount. So when you get your safekeeping receipt back, it's gonna have your amount on there, and it has value. Okay. All right, there's a spot that has a value amount on there, doesn't there?
Yep.
What do you base the value on? What is it you're basing the value on?
Well, the value you're gonna put on there is 100 billion. That's what you're charging your account up.
Isn't it?
I've seen Joanna put this to the 9th quad billion. My boy Cody has that shit. What the fuck you gonna do with that? Calculate shit like that, fam. I was like, at least you can calculate 100 billion.
You mean this one?
Does that have value on it? Nah, I put the value on the green receipt. I thought.
Yeah, certified mail fee, postage, and
no, it's got to go on the green receipt. I'll show you.
All right.
Is that going to be the same number that is your bond?
Yes.
What? Okay. All right.
Absolutely. So you look, just the green receipt, just fill it out, and then where it says the signature.
Yep.
That's where you put the amount on. See where it has a signature block there? You put it underneath there. There you go.
And what do you write there?
Where it says, because they're just going to stamp it. They're not going to sign it. So where it has the received by, I put it right in there.
And how much is 4,000?
100 billion.
100 billion.
Nope. Okay, so you have your pack to the post office. You say, I need to insure this package. Okay.
Yep.
And they're gonna say, for how much? You're gonna say, well, how much is what's the postage for 4,000? They're gonna say 21, blah blah. You say, okay, I need that. Or if you want to start at 3,000, see what the postage is. Say, no, I need $21 in postage. They're not gonna ask you, fam. You guys are all it's all controlled. Okay. Just have to be aware. I'm sure you guys have a bunch of gifts coming towards you. But again, if you guys want to go get a credit card, go fill out the application and call me. I'll tell you how to claim it. I'll make sure you guys have money for Christmas.
Who's the pack being mailed to? Who's the recipient?
Steve Mnuchin and Raul Maldonado. They get the originals.
So we're sending out 2 packs.
I sent out 2 packs, yep.
Okay.
But see, I sent the Raul one that it's one is certified, right? Because I have one registered, but they're both referenced, and one was certified. I didn't register both of them. The registered one went to, at the time, was Jacob Blue, and the certified one went to Raul Maldonado. But it had, original bonds in there with the original registered mail number from the BC bond order. That's all. Or it's all free, so you can register it if you want, but the bonds, you only have to register the one. You're not registering 2 separate bonds. I just made 2 originals and sent them. I don't know. That's what I did. You don't have to. You can send 1 original. You can make 1 original, send it to Mnuchin, and then everybody else you can make certified copies of, and then notify everybody.
So you're putting that on. Okay. That you're putting that $100 billion on the return receipt to show a receipt of that amount.
Yes, that's your safekeeping receipt.
And on the 3877, the certificate of mailing, are you also putting, if you put it on the 3877, the postal clerk will also be a second witness to it?
Yes. Yep. Amy, what don't you understand about the credit card? Ask questions so that class can have an understanding of the process.
Like that?
Yep. Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to show have a quick little run through of the credit card, how to pull one out?
Of course. Why would we say no?
All right. I'll try. Okay, so we'll do like a mock thing. We'll fill out an application right here online. We're not going to send anything. Go into the bank and you don't have to go. We'll fill one out right here. Laura, you want a credit card?
Sure.
All right, we'll fill out Laura's credit card. Go to one of your bank accounts. I don't care.
Yeah, let's all get some credit right now.
There you go.
Any bank?
Whatever you want. You got to have an account open.
Well, all I have is that estate one they sent me in the mail.
Damn, you don't have a bank account open? I thought you had the credit union.
I do, yeah.
Go to your credit union.
All right.
So this is even if people get declined, you still do the process, right?
There's no that you can't be declined. I don't care if your credit is 0.
Right.
You can't. It's all about controlling your property. Are you going to leave your security on the table, or are you going to control your shit and handle your trust? That's all this is. There's no, because like I said, the application, they turn this into a bill of exchange.
Right. Right.
Okay. That's what this is, a bill of exchange. The only thing that they don't have is our signature on it. And that's where the underwriter comes in.
Gotcha.
But I'll show you how to claim all this. All right. Pick whatever you want out. What's that one? 50,000?
Yeah.
I want 50,000.
Platinum?
Mm-hmm. And then if any of you guys have credit cards and you guys have money left on them, if you're not tapped out yet, take all your money out. I'll discharge. I'll teach you how to discharge it. Christmas present. I'll help you. Just have to, it's just important to have your FIN number set up so you can write securities. You know what I mean? If you sent your trust out and the bonds are curing, well, so what? We fucking start the process. I'm wait for bonds to cure. Well, you're going to hold me because my bonds haven't cured?
You said the FIN number?
FINs, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
They're free now. Those are yep. So whoever said that they were free, I think Emotep said it. They're free. No one had to pay. Brent got 2 of them. Laurel got hers. Anil got hit. Anil, you got yours?
Can somebody send a link?
Did I get my what?
Did you get your FINs? No, your FINs number.
Oh, yeah, I got my FINs, but I got my FINs, but do I need to get 2?
No. Nope,
Okay,
just one.
Brent was telling me something about one for the real man and one for the straw man or something, and it got confusing. So
You tell Brent to stop getting carried away and just simmer down.
he's got pear pesticide on him, man. What do you expect?
Is there a link to where I can go to get that? Is that something you do online? Or?
I think it's class 5, isn't it? 6 is somewhere around there. That
Class 5?
number.
Hold on, King. I'll send you the site. Hold on.
The free fins form is on the DTC website.
There you go. Yeah, Steven's been in contact with his agent, and they sent him transfer forms to be a transfer agent at the DTCC.
How did you get in touch with your agent? I mean,
okay, so when you get your fins number, okay, they give you a contact there at the bottom. It'll be a name and their email. That's your contact at the DTCC, and they're amazing.
Wow.
I haven't gotten mine, TJ, but I did mail it, I faxed it, and I emailed it just to be sure. And certified return receipt. So
when did you? Well, call them. You should have gotten it back by now. It usually just takes a couple of days.
I called them like last month.
And what they say?
She left me a voicemail on my cell phone saying, call us back. And I called back, and the operator just transfers me to somebody, and I leave a voicemail, and I don't get a live person anymore.
All right, me and you, I'll call tomorrow. We'll see what I can get done.
Oh, okay.
We'll see what happens.
All right, thanks.
Welcome.
That and the cage code. The cage code is something that you have to pay for, right?
Yeah.
See, I didn't have to pay for mine, but I think it's $390. Laura, it's $395 now.
Yeah.
The cage code. This is what the cage. This is the importance of your cage code. Okay, when you're filling out these GSA bonds, you need the cage code form because. All right. So when you're setting up your cage code, you're gonna set it up with your 82 number.
Right.
Okay. And then it's going to ask for a bank routing number and account number. Use your brokerage account at Fidelity. Okay.
Gotcha.
And then so when you go bring securities and you lodge in them, or you bring in certificates of liens, instruments, you need a cage code for all that shit. I found out. And then so when we go do this $30 million grant, it'll be you know what I mean. Because when you go fill out the application for cage code, it asks what you need it for. It's for doing business with the government, grants, and it's like, yep.
So you don't
got to pay that money back. The grant money that you do business with the state and help your community out.
Right.
That money doesn't have to be paid back.
Humanitarian.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
you got a DUNS number for your estate then, right?
Yeah, because you can't get the cage code without the DUNS number, and I can't figure that out right now.
What?
So the DUNS number.
The
DUNS number goes with the estate.
All right, we'll fill out Steven's DUNS number.
I'll help you get the DUNS number.
We'll do DMB right now. All right.
Yeah, let's do that because I got to get mine too.
What? You want me to do a DMB for you guys?
Yeah, because I think a couple of us need ours.
Okay.
That might be helpful.
All right, Laurel, stop sharing. I'll share for King over here.
And then we'll go back and do the credit card.
That's fine. Hold on, man. I might have to roll up, man. Hold on, man. All right, so it's only been 2 hours. We're good. Okay. Share. All right, King. This is your form right here that you're gonna. Okay. Your company name, all cat name.
This is not the form. This is not it.
This is the old one.
This for the fence. You want to do the fence? You can do mine. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah, but
this is the form.
Yeah, no, because it's not a free one because of this. See this?
Because down here, yeah, but Brent used this one. He just put an X through it.
Yo,
really?
You can get that link.
Oh yeah, here.
No, that's on your computer. That's not on the website.
Yeah, this isn't on the website.
Yeah, look right here. All I type in is DTCC Fins application and PDF right here.
They updated it. They took all that information off, basically.
Yeah.
All right, well, you get the new form or just cross that credit card thing out. That's all. So here's the private attorney general form that me and Laura were pulled from. That this was handed to me in my recommended reads for scribed. This is the certificate I'm talking about, the acknowledgement. acting private attorney general. I think once I have this recorded and stamped and everything, I think I'll get the acknowledgement, I guess I want. I don't know, they can call me Mr. whatever, you can call me whatever you want, homie.
What document is this we're looking at?
This isn't mine, but this is what I pulled for my acting private attorney general, so I could this is how I represented Connie as private attorney general.
Acting private attorney. Is that what came up inscribed?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
It's got to be inscribed.
I'm going to look for that.
You guys can all be private attorney generals. It's not just for me. It's for all you guys, so you can protect your family and protect your community. Yeah. DTCC membership application. See what that pulls up. Membership DTCC.
I have the new link. Somebody sent it to me.
Oh, you do? All right. Well, then Laura will post the link in the messages down there.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
I posted the link.
Actually, someone sent me the physical. Someone sent me the physical form on Facebook, so I can email the form to everybody if you want.
It's a simple form. Company name, all cap name, first and middle name. Put your suite number down. And send it out.
Yep.
All it is.
All right. I'll make a note to email the new form to everyone. So.
Did you put Joseph Peter Polinsky estate or just Joseph Peter Polinsky?
Just the name.
I put my all cap name, Peter Joseph Polinsky. That's it. The estate doesn't come in until after 966 and you operate with your 82. Then after you dissolve everything, then everything is estate. Sign your name, first, last, middle, or first, middle, last, estate. That's when everything will be estate. Up until now, it's just going to be the all cap name that you're going to be working with. Et cetera, et cetera. All right, go to share your screen. Go to dmb.com. We'll do Stevens. Is that okay?
Real quick, when do you know?
Steve, is that okay? Yeah,
that's cool.
Sure. All right, cool. It'll take us about 10, 15 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. What'd you get me? You get distilled water? What else? That's fine. Did we have everything else to make the alkaline water, right? That's all I wanted to do. Click on, all right, so you go to dmb.com, then you click on DUNS number. We'll do this credit card app, and then we'll do the secure transaction class next week, so you guys can buy some shit up. All right, select primary reason for DUNS number registration. Click it.
We don't need to have an LLC before we do this, right?
This is your LLC.
This is our LLC.
I'm a U.S. government contractor or a grantee. United States, kid. What you waiting for? I've been taking garlic oil pills in the morning on an empty stomach, fam. I've been burping them shits up all day.
I was doing that for about a week.
That. Anybody that talks to me, hold that. Hold that. Stay focused.
You sweat it out too.
For the info.
It's all right though. I've been feeling really good, man. I've been taking that B12 and magnesium. I'm feeling really good. Really good. Been drinking honey, ginger, lemon water, and this alkaline water. Senses are heightening. All right.
Put a little bit of cayenne pepper in there.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. I'm gonna slam you one of these days. All right. Continue to govern. I update. I think you have to put your email address in. You have to register your email address.
Anil, what is that?
No, it's Steven. Steven's doing his.
Go ahead, Steve.
Text her or you can stop sharing and then do the password and just text her through the messages.
I don't think it shows. It just, when you type in a password, it does ...
Ah, okay, good. Okay, cool.
So what's your email?
So he still has to.
I'm typing it now.
Do it privately to me in chat.
He doesn't want to share it to you.
Oh,
Let him.
okay.
All right,
All right.
do you want to share your screen, Steve? And then we'll just walk you through it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll be easier.
Go ahead.
Share my screen.
Yeah.
Do you have a DUNS
The
number
bottom
yet?
middle says
Start
share
now,
in green. Just click that.
I did the DUNS in my all cat name, LLC, financial consultant. That's all I did.
When you push start now for a new DUNS number, if he doesn't have one, if he doesn't have an account already, see the start now in the middle.
All right, so go to dnb.com.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, yo, Anel, your boy Brent just send me pics of the farm, kid.
Yeah.
I just got all those pics. Just got them, bro. That's all right. We're gonna get the real life experience. So.
I can't wait to get out there. It's gonna be a good
dude.
time. Hit up
It's gonna be
exciting.
dope. You know where to swoop me up?
I'll swoop you in the RV, kid.
All right.
Be the party RV.
That's the party on wheels right there.
Open the doors, look like that shit's on fire.
Clam bake. Getting cheats.
Firefighters are gonna stay trying to pull me over. All right, yep. Government. I'm a U.S. government contractor, grantee. This is where your cage code comes in. Okay, United States. Yep. Yep. You talking about we could just hit start now, that middle one? Oh, he doesn't have a company yet. Never mind.
If he doesn't have an account set up, he would start now in the middle. Enter, find your company's name, or request a new DUNS.
Yeah, you're right. Start now. Hit the middle one. You don't even got to put that in there yet. Okay, business name is the all cat name. This is what I did. Okay, so if you have a business name in mind that you want, then you use your business name. It doesn't have to be your all cap name. This is what I did.
Okay.
So I didn't confuse myself. You know what I mean? I just kept everything fucking congruent. You know what I mean? So if you have a business name that you want to start, like a construction company or entertainment business or movie production, you can put it there now. It doesn't
Or
have to be
you can always get another DUNS later for another company. Though.
There you go.
Start all caps right now. Just keep everything congruent.
Yeah.
All right. What's this?
See the arrow down there? Don't see your company in.
It says requested. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
There you go. Full legal name, all cat name. Or first name, sorry. Just keep everything all cat. You just need Steven.
Well, that's for that's the contact person name, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that big. CEO. Yep, Chief Executive Officer.
Oh, Executive Officer. Okay.
Yep. Professional license, go down.
You're gonna want to fix your names.
I put consultant.
Okay.
If they ask you for a license, all you have to do is record a certificate saying that you're a financial consultant. There's no licensing for practicing law, or it's all fugazi.
So is this my address or my suite?
Put your suite.
Okay. I want to know.
I'll beat this motherfucker. That shit off. What else? Nope. Company address will be your suite address.
Address. Okay, sweet. Sweet.
Hey, yeah, for the suite apartment number where it say home address 1, I don't know if that's gonna affect, you know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
Number? Yeah. I don't know if that matters, but you know, I'm just.
Address 1.
City.
What, Paul?
Okay, is this good?
I think the identity validation details might cause an error because that address 1 is not a legit address in the postal
Put them
system.
all right there.
You want me leaving there?
What are you stuck on?
Address 1 is not a legit postal. They go and check the postal records to see if that address and a validation.
No, see, you got, all right. So for the home address one, you have to put the street address to your post office, and then see to the right your suite number. That's where you put the 13556.
Oh, home address right there.
No, so you're okay. So your post office has a street address.
Oh.
Where your PO box is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you'll put there. And then when you see the right to the right of it where it says suite/apartment number, you'll put the 13556.
Oh.
Okay, so
can we go to USPS.com? We'll find the street address for it and get the addressing for the suite. If we go to USPS.com, we can look it up.
Yeah.
So you're going to go USPS.com and you're just going to look for a post office. So it'll show you the street address.
You go for a walkie times.
USPS.com.
You going for a walkie times?
Yeah. Why?
I'm taking my pups for walkie times after this then.
Quick tools.
I'll be like at least another half hour.
Quick tools left.
Oh, go for a walk. That's fine.
Find a post office.
I gotta go back to the house after this, and I gotta grab those $2.
Find a USPS location.
Well, you know how thick the Golden Dawn book was.
Just type in the zip code.
Those 2 new ones are like the alchemical view of it. And I just thought it was interesting.
So
is that it?
I have a question about this. So at the bottom of that form, it says no personal.
Yeah, this is it.
No personal mailboxes, no PO boxes.
So it's
we think outside the box. Don't worry about none of that.
Just copy that 15833. Just copy that and paste it on a notepad or something so we can.
Oh, I'll be back. I'll be right back.
Ah, shit. Hold on.
2 seconds.
It's okay. Yeah, just copy that. Open a notepad. Just type in notepad or whatever.
Type in the notepad.
Over in your start menu, just type notepad in that search. Oh well, you can find it. Just type notepad in the type search here. Start typing. Type here to search. Type here to search. Type.
Oh. Okay.
Just type notepad, all one word. There you go. Paste.
All right.
Now let's go back to USPS.com. Go to Quick Tools. Go to look up zip code. Type of find by address. Find by address. Okay, now you're going to type in that street address, 15833, whatever it was. Yeah, 15833 Mill Creek Boulevard, Mill Creek. In the street address. Street address, and that's company. No, street
Oh,
address. 15833 Mill Creek. I believe it was. I don't know. Wait, see, the street address is 15833 the Mill Creek. If you go back to your notepad, whatever it's Mill Creek Drive or Boulevard. Mill Creek.
Oh yeah, Mill Creek Boulevard.
Mm-hmm. No, do it at the street address, 15833 Mill Creek Boulevard, up top. There you go. Creek Boulevard. Put your P.O. box over in the suite. No, put the box number. Nope, put the box number. Nope, put the box number. 13, whatever it was.
Oh, this one.
No, put your P.O. box number in the apartment.
P.O. box number?
Yes.
5.
Okay, Mill Creek, I guess that's the city name, and just click find. Click the down arrow on the first one. Okay, so it's 15833 unit. It's going to be a unit 13556 Mill Creek, and your zip codes. See how your zip code is 98082-290. If this was your PO box, the zip code for the PO box would be 98082-3564 or something. But if you click the down arrow one more time before you leave this, if you click the down arrow one more time, see that carrier route 770?
Yeah.
Okay. When I send myself non-domestic mail outside the United States, that carrier route is the rule route number. So I address it RR, rule route, space, C770. Then I put 15833 Mill Creek Boulevard, unit 13556, Mill Creek, Washington, zip exempt. And now it's a non-domestic mail addressing. Now this is a postal carrier mail, not a US mail. And it only costs 2 cents, not 49 cents, if you use the rural route.
Okay. So it's RRC770-1583.
Creek Boulevard, all spelled out.
Okay.
No abbreviations. Unit 13556, Mill Creek, Washington, spelled out. Zip exempt. And that's the carrier route mail, which is 2 cents, not 49 cents. And I even mail myself mail using that rural route, and I had to take it to the Social Security Administration because he didn't want to take that mailing address. So I showed him the postal delivery and the certificate of mailing and the return receipt. He said, "Oh, okay, I guess it is a real address." Same thing with the passport. Anyway.
Yeah.
But
Well,
the unit number is your 13556, unit 13556. So whatever your PO box is the unit number. Your PO box is a unit number on that second address. Take out the parentheses.
Parentheses, what here?
In your notepad. That's the range of apartments. So it's unit 13556. Just take out range. It's unit 13556 is all it should say. Take out range. Take out the parentheses. Take out all that. Just type 13556 and delete to the end. And delete, everything else. And I don't abbreviate anything for the carrier route. Abbreviations are a privilege. I don't want to pay for the benefit. So nothing's abbreviated.
Okay.
And you could even address some piece of mail to you that says suite 13556 and see if they find it.
Okay.
But anyway, that's the street address for your PO box as a unit, not a box. We can add RR space C770 space 15833 Mill Creek Boulevard, unit or suite 13556. But you probably have to use unit on the on that DUNS number because they go against the postal database. So.
Okay.
And then 13556, and that's how you do the rural route mailing address. I changed it with the Social Security Administration, and I have the rural route on my in their system, so it's not a domestic address associated with my amended birth Social Security account.
Is this good? Can we go back now?
Yeah, you can go back over to the DUNS number. We know what the address is now. So in that home address 1, you can put the street address that 18553, or you could do the I've never tried the rural route for the DUNS number. That'd be fun to try. See if they yell at you.
So go RRC770.
Yeah. Capital RR. Yeah.
Yeah, use the rural route. That'd be cool.
RR space C770 space, and then the 15833. Unit. Creek Boulevard. Nope. Creek Boulevard, 185-833, Mill Creek Boulevard, address 1.
This is how I make my new notes now. So this is like a digital highlighter. I bought like 6 months ago, and I'm about to just start using it. Check it out.
Unit 13556. You got that one already? Okay. And Mill Creek, Washington.
At the right.
Yeah, you're up top though. Up top where it says legal first name and legal last name. Stephen Earl would be the first name.
Yep.
Take out Hecker in the first name field. And just put Hecker in this. Yeah, just make it. Nope.
No, take Steve Earl out. Yep. Just put Hecker. Take Steven out.
Take Steven out.
There you go.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Personal mailboxes are. Put the same address that you have in address 1, that RR route. Take the RR in address 1.
Okay.
And put that RR down in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks good. Looks good then?
Yeah, next. Rural route.
Ta-da.
Sweet. Okay.
Registration is restricted to the current.
Oh, we gotta do it during business hours. Son of a bitch.
Oh shit.
All right, credit card time.
Okay.
Credit card time.
Now everybody knows how to make the rural route a.
Yeah, I love that shit, man. That rural route is important shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send out the Library of Congress page that talks about postal carrier routes versus U.S. mail routes.
Word.
And there's also a form to send out so you can receive boxes at that street address like it's a home address, and there's a special form you fill out with the post office so they can receive your packages, like from FedEx and stuff. There's a special form you have to fill out.
Okay. All right, Laura, if you want to, Steve, you can stop share. Laura will share again.
All right.
We'll do the credit card now. Hotep time. So I'll go over the documents that you want to send it to the CFO, have in place before you fill out this application. And I don't even think you need your trust set up, to be honest with you. Because all the books that I've read, all the shit that I've read, not one of them talks about having any kind of shit with the treasury set up. Not one book. So
you stop sharing, right? He needs to stop sharing up top. At the very top of the screen, there's a little view options or something.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
You are viewing. There you go.
There you go. Okay, Laura.
You're free.
Great.
Yeah, fuck, man. For this book, skinny read, man. You guys want short reads with sauce in it? This is the book for secure transactions. That's the one. It's my favorite one, next to that other green one. These two.
What's it called? It
These
came up
two
tiny.
these two taught me the most. Just a secure transaction for the practitioner, how to properly perfect your personal property lien, and assure priority. I don't want to butcher his name, man. Frank Peratore and Robert Hornby. Frank Peratore and Robert Hornby. 2018 edition. $20. These two are my favorite, y'all. My favorites. It's all I've been reading is this book. Just breaks down every article. Article 9, it gets into usage. Article 1, general provision.
What was the second one you held up?
I held it up before.
Yeah, I got that one.
You have this one too. Same thing. The green book. These are my favorite. You applying, fam? You a member? Okay, so this is what you want in when you set up your account. If you have it with your social, it's fine. If you want to do with your 82, we have a document called 001, the process that walks you step by step on how to set up your foreign bank account. So you want to send to the CFO your UCC1 security agreement, the full pack, executor letter, forgiveness letter. One more. I would send your fee schedule. I'm going to put a letter to this. I'm going to create a letter to the CFO. Oh, you know what? We're going to send them the memorandum of law that I showed you, which would be for the discharge, the affidavit follow-up for your discharge. That's what we'll add to the pack to let them know that we know what the fuck's going on. So those things that you'll need in place before you fill out this app. You don't have to have the treasury pack set up. You just want the lien and entitlement rights to the all cap name. Because you're not liquidating the estate, so it's not that big of a deal. All you're doing right now is creating a security and controlling it within your trust. So you don't need a trust or your bonds to be cured to do this.
So when you get the credit card all set up, you're setting it up through...
Bam, you're getting coal, and that's it. You're not getting nothing. Coal, that's it. That's all you're getting served for Christmas, coal. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. All right, so what do you want to know? When you get
now. You just threw me off. I'm thinking about coal now. Shit.
Hey, so is Trump.
No,
Look.
I was just saying when we get this card thing figured out, that gets attached to your trust as a security.
No, nothing. Okay. It's not attached. You're creating securities.
Right.
Okay, and you just have to. Okay, but the security is your res of the trust, and this is what you have to control. The way you control it is your 1099. What runs the banks are the 1099-A, B, and C. Okay, your 1099-A reports your transaction. The reporting that we're going to be doing is this application that we're depositing.
Okay, got it. All right.
When you submit, at the end it'll say, are you ready to submit? This is your deposit. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't claim it, if you let them call you and let them tell you that your credit score is like a 380 and you don't have the assets.
You been looking at my credit report?
You know what I'm saying? We can do a credit repair class if you want to take 10 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
And you have perfect credit. It doesn't matter about your credit, dude. Your credit report has nothing to fucking do with anything.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Because you either doing your secure transaction as a creditor and controlling your res, or you're just acting as a debtor. They'll know. They're going to know. You know what I'm saying? The way that you present yourself and the way that you present your paperwork, they'll know what's going on.
All right, dope. Let's do this.
All right, hit next.
Appreciate it, fam.
Okay, so what did you? All right, see, secured loans. When they ask for a secured loan and they ask for what are you going to do to secure the loan? And you want a card, put the car up, that secures the loan. But then you have to get the certificate of title, you have to put the liens on it, and then you have to do your offset with the bank, or else they'll come and just take your shit a day after. But we'll go this way. So all right, so Visa, fixed rate, variable rate, Visa share secured, Visa credit card limit increase, requested loan amount. All right, so you're gonna do a fixed rate Visa card. We don't want anything, I mean, so we'll do 50,000. Hit next. Single applicant. No. Well, you are. Yeah, you are. So first name, middle, just the all cap name. Dan, all right, your shit's already filled in. Okay, so then you'll put your social, or if you opened it with your 82 or 98, this is where your 82 or 98 go. Date of birth, then your current address, whatever you have lined up with the account. But you're gonna want to do a change of address with the bank, right? So how we did with your human health department to your suite, you're gonna take your bank address and change it to your suite, so they'll bill you at the suite. I'll put the letter together and I'll send it out. Then when it asks you like how long you live there, rent, own, other, none of that, this doesn't apply. Whatever your situation is, was whatever. Renting doesn't matter. This has nothing to do with the app, but your monthly payments.
So for the address, we put in the suite number?
No, put your whatever address you set the account up with, your home address, just use that for now. You're not going to be using your suite address until you have your estate accounts opened up, executor accounts. All right. So like I said, just keep it simple. Everything you're doing, you have control of the strong man through security agreement and UCC1. That's your control. That's your lien, and that's your entitlement rights to that all-cap name.
Yeah, I got that. I got that with the UCC one with the stamp.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so now you're gonna go to your county clerk and you're gonna record it. It's gonna be like $40. That once you record it, that's where you know what I mean. Your lien has standing. It's becomes public record, basically. All right, hit next. All right, so it doesn't matter. Just fill it out. How long it doesn't. Just fill out whatever.
What if you clicked other?
Yeah. There you go. Hit next. You could be a gypsy and or a nomad, just travel all over the place. What does it say? Fuck the. All right, just hit rent. Hit yeah, just there. See you later. Next. Self-employed, all day, every day. Name of employer, you put your all cap name. Address. Your position of title will be CEO. Your length of employment would have started when you were 18, I would start from. So I'm 31, so I'd be 13 years. We ain't gonna say how old Laura is. You're 35, right? 33?
Of course. 1 second. So I go back to my 18th birthday?
If you can remember that. No.
Shut up, motherfucker.
I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, I would. You know what I mean? I would.
Should I put my suite number, and do I need a state after my name or just my name?
Just your name for now. Nothing's a state yet.
What about the address? Is it going to be my suite or my home?
Home address is fine. The address is this doesn't play the role. The things that play the role here is, you know, the amount that you want, your name, which is your property, the date, and then the underwriter will add the signature. And then that's the most important. And then the way that we control is you speak to the underwriter and you need the file number. And you're going to put the file number on the 1099A for $50,000. And then we're going to tell them motherfuckers to file the OID.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're going to, it's security fraud at that point. If they don't return, you know what I mean? They don't return our instrument, which is our application.
Yep.
You know, there's two ways to go about it, right? Credit card or a loan, it's the same thing. We could do a special deposit. The reason all right, here's the main reason why I haven't done these or gotten a credit card. Number one, I never had a credit card. I don't need one. And the way that my money has been flowing through class and clients, I need weed money pretty much, because I know how to get the $11 million a year for the IRS publications 950 for a fact, and I've seen it done as people that show me. And I know how to get the $50 million a year for the birth certificates and $30 million grant. That's why I'm in no rush to do this like $5,000 or $50,000 credit card shit. That's the only reason why I haven't done it. That's it. It's the only reason why I haven't. It's just because I've been progressing and growing, and those are the bigger fish. But if you want to have a good Christmas, this is how you get your credit cards.
All right, Christmas is around the corner.
You my elf, fam. I'm Santa. You one of my elves.
I don't know how to take that right now.
You my boy. What you mean? I need my helpers, right? It's a team effort, right?
Yeah, we got
right. Your monthly income is always unlimited. You couldn't put none or unlimited. I always put unlimited on everything. I go fuck. And if you can't, and they need a number, I put 99999. All the nines I could put in there. Okay. Yeah, that's all I do. Hit next. Where would you like to sign your loan documents? Pick your city. Yeah, the Chase application, this is a credit union, you know what I mean? So Chase is going to be a little bit different. Wells Fargo, but it's all general, same shit. So, all right, so at this time, please enter information and decisions on your loan. This is where I would put, I'm the grantor. Baylor. Executor. An authorized representative for this trust. And I put, there will be no loan. I will be doing a special deposit through application. There will be no loan. Only soda I drink is Shirley Temple and cream soda every now and then. Don't hate.
I will be doing a special deposit
in the trust. So we'll add the certificate of trust to this as well. But you have to see, I have a certificate of trust for my 82, not my social. If you want to do one for your social, this would be the time to send mine out. And you need 2 witnesses on it, record it, send it to the CFO. Everything goes to the CFO. Copy B if everything goes to CFO, and then you notify Mnuchin. And then if they steal your shit, indictment time. And the indictment's going to cost them a lot more than the 50 grand they should have just credited to the account. It's just business, right? That's what they said when they had me in a fucking chokehold. All right. All right, check the box. We agree to the, their terms and conditions. Their terms and conditions never violate your procedure with special
Let's view it
deposit.
first. Let's view the application first so we can make a photocopy or print it.
Oh, yes. This is what they give you. Can you click that view application up there? Or is this the application?
That's it.
Print screen. There's a print screen button on your keyboard, or alt print screen on your keyboard. Then we can make sure we capture it before you do anything on your keyboard. Oh, usually above the delete key, there's a PRTSC. There you go. Oh, you got snag it. That's nice.
There you go. Nice. All right, save that. Because this still doesn't give you the application number. This is what you have to speak to the underwriter about. They have all this.
Okay.
All right, submit loan application. You've been denied. See you later. Shut down computer.
Probably, right? Let's all pray on it.
All right, so look, okay, so now we submitted an application. Now we have to call tomorrow Laura's going to call the bank, okay? Say, I filled out an application. I need to speak to an underwriter. Please, I wish to have my file number. Or I respectfully request to get my file number. Then we're going to take the file number and fill out the 1099-A. Okay? It's not hard. Your account number will be the file number at the bottom. I think it's 6 on it. Okay?
Right.
Fair market value will be the loan amount or the application amount. It'll be $50,000. Okay? We're going to check off the box corrected. All right. Minution will get 1099-A. We're going to send out a negative check to Minution. And then we're going to send the bank the OID. It's the same thing I went over in class. Is it now you discharge it? You know what I mean? You do the asset. Now you finish it with the liability side, which is the negative accounting. Your negative check, register it, send that back to Minution. Then the bank has 15 days to file the OID. Once 15 days goes by, file the OID with the 8281. Send that off to Minution. And then make sure that you have your TDA and certificate of identity with the fiscal services. That releases all your funds. That will fund your account. And there you go. They'll release your funds. You'll have your credit card. If they don't, you let me know.
Do you have to have the medallions on them already, or?
Yeah. But it's nothing. You just go into a brokerage firm and they have these stamps. They have them in them. They're just signature guarantees. It's nothing, extravagant.
I think people just assume they have to have their bonds cured and all that to be able to do that. So,
like I said, out of all these books I've read, there's not one that talks about having a Treasury Trust Pack set up with Minutia. I did it because I read the redemption. That was my foundation, was the redemption manual.
Yep.
And it makes sense to me to have it set up with the Treasury because that funds your account. Then when you go liquidate, that's what you're liquidating. And then you just operate with your bonds. You get 10 a year. That's how you get 10 a year, because you liquidated your estate. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to authenticate them. You register them, endorse that bitch on the back, banker's acceptance, for special deposit, for special purposes, for cess decay uses, redeeming lawful money in accordance with Title 12 U.S.C. Section 411. And then you control your res.
How many times can we do this application?
Fam, you can have as many credit cards as you want. It's your credit. You're unlimited. It's you that creates all this. They don't loan shit. They don't hand out money. It's against the law for them to loan anything.
It's going to be quite interesting, because I went in to visit the the traveling manager when I was there, and he mentioned to me that they don't really know a lot about trust there. They literally have to look at a book because not anybody really comes in for those type of services. So I'm
don't they look fucking dumb? So now you have full control. They just let you know that they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
So you go in there and instruct them what to do.
Yeah.
Your
I'm
boss.
curious to see what the underwriter says. So
call me. I told you, if you go in there, you guys want to go in there, call me. Say I got my lawyer on the phone.
Yep.
I just posted in the chat. There's a list of places who do signature guarantee with a medallion stamps. That's
beautiful.
In the chat there.
It's nothing hard. Call
There's
your
several.
brokerage account, ask them, say, hey, I need to make an appointment. I need this form stamped and this form stamped. Please, thank you.
A judge, a clerk, there's a whole list of them that can
Call your
do.
All right, so you're going to call your brokerage firms and tell them that you want to fund your brokerage account at $5 million. You got a security you want to do a special deposit on. You need an appointment with the traders. And go in. And then I'll do a secure transaction class. I'm going to do another mortgage class and foreclosure class. And then I'm going to do a recoupment class and I'm out. I'm going to be traveling, seeing all you guys, building your shit up. So you better be reading. You better have your shit right when I get out there.
Oh, fuck.
You head through the Texas area?
I'm coming through, King.
All right. Look forward to it.
Can you get across country without going through Texas? Is that possible?
Right?
The northern
Takes 2
route.
days.
I'm going
2
to
days.
shoot down the East Coast. I'm going to shoot down the East Coast. You know what I mean? All the way down to Florida. I got stops in every state. Then I'm going to shoot over to Georgia. Then I'm going to shoot in Alabama. Then I think I have to shoot up to Missouri, St. Louis area, and then come back down through Texas. Shoot over to Arizona, my girl's girl. She's like one of those Botox and shit like that.
Esthetician.
Yes, thank you.
And then up to Montana.
But she's an hour. But listen, the only reason why I'm going over there is because she's an hour away from Maynard.
Where is Maynard? Where is Maynard?
He's in a vineyard.
Because my
He's in a
mother's in
vineyard.
Arizona.
It's not Tuscan. It's like an hour from. I'll get it, but Maynard's over there.
I want to go check out his winery.
My mom lives out there.
I would love to. But I'm gonna go through there. Then my cousin's in New Mexico, and he's a pharmacist or whatever. But I got him on the plant-based shit, and he's got a plant-based pharmacist that they're coming out with plant-based medicines, the enzymes and shit like that. That's what he's studying under. So I saved his ass. And then I'll be in Cali, and then Oregon and Washington.
That's why.
But I'll be mostly on the West Coast because I'll be working with Laurel's boyfriend on music, and then Brent and everybody. And I've been honored to have been invited out to the SETI Ranch out in Washington and doing James paperwork, and that shit's been really cool. We did a Zoom meeting with Jay, and motherfuckers are in tune, boy.
Take me with you. Take me with you.
Hey, come out. Everybody's invited. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Possibly I'll be representing Winston Shrout in his case. But Jay,
dude. Yeah,
Jay
for sure.
Winston's wife really well. Winston comes out to the ranch, and I guess this is another thing where the student surpassed the teacher. I never really fucked with Winston. Or listen, I've reached out, but like I said, for core and stuff, I
met him at EXEMPTI.
Yeah, I'll bring it. But we going out there, fam.
We'll
James
see.
doesn't smoke. Right? I guess Brent was saying James doesn't smoke, and I was like, all right, I guess.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Dude, when you meet him, you'll be like, you don't even need to smoke, dude.
I need to smoke, fam. I probably got to smoke double trying to talk to this guy.
yeah, for sure. No, wait till you see this place. It's amazing.
They're wicked cool, wicked enlightened cats, and it's a really beautiful experience to be able to, speak to people that are healing through light frequency, curing people and shit like that. It's coming out, you know what I mean? So it's all exciting. I'm excited. You guys should be excited. You guys are outdone. You just have to grow into the position and procedures of things. It's all written in these books. I show you where I get all these codes from. Is all this saturated? Hell no, fam. It's not saturated. I hate this shit. I want to get back to my esoteric healing and shit. What else? All right, questions. What are you guys stuck on? So you don't have to email Laurel. What are you questions for discharging or anything that we went over? You want me to have another like small class on something that I'm missing? What else? Go ahead.
Is Laurel a surety now?
Yeah, Laurel's a surety.
I am. Yep.
You gotta
Okay.
everybody in this class and everybody that shows up to class during the week and stuff, you guys, it's all controlled, man. You gotta understand. They know you guys are coming out. They know, what you guys want. They know you guys are fine. Just have to get your paperwork out and then just start trust banking. And then we'll get out and start doing the grants. We'll build these teen centers. What did I do with that? The teen centers are going to have green screening. It's going to be filmmaking, app making, entrepreneur programs, investment programs, inventing programs, 3D printing. We're going to do agriculture shit in there. It's going to be no more public schools. All that fuckboy indoctrination bullshit is done with. I'm not going to let my city be accustomed to it no more. I have a really, really good, I have a great city, fam. We're a melting pot. We have every fucking nation you could think of here. Every race, every religion. There's no fucking war here. All bullshit. So I have a great outreach here because I have so many, what they call immigrants. I don't believe in any immigrants. These are all just travelers with, different ethnicities and different cultures, which is beautiful. So we'll see in the next few months, in the next, what the 6 months brings. Everybody should have a great Christmas. I'll make sure of it. So again, just if whatever you guys want me to go over, I'll go over with you guys. But as my students, whatever you guys need me for and whatever you guys are going to move forward with, I'll be with you. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just going to be traveling to see you guys. That's all. It's going to be winter time up here, and I hate the fucking winters up here. I mean, dreadful, man. Too old for this shit. It's too long. I could do November and December. I cannot do January, February, March here. So I will not be in New York. I'll be traveling those 3 months constantly. So,
2 things.
It was cool, but I like to be in Florida for April. April's always a good time in Florida. Always a good time.
I got a couple things.
I know you do, as usual.
Of course. There was a random document that we hadn't talked about from the Treasury pack, affidavit of individual surety.
Uh-huh.
Not the face, not the face.
Standard Form 28?
Yeah, where does that go?
Standard Form 28 you can add to your discharge packages. If you want to add that to the Treasury package, it's fine.
Okay.
Those are the discharge, like Standard Form 28, Standard Form 30 is the loan or the the loan modification. And then that's where you get into okay, so I did a little bit more reading for these monthly bills. And I think I'm ready to go get a cell phone bill and show you guys how to do these monthly accounts.
Very cool.
I'm just gonna get a regular phone. I'm not gonna do a business account yet. I can always, add the phone. I just want to get one fucking phone, get it done for you guys.
Yeah, just show us how to do one bill, and then we can just duplicate that with the rest of them.
Oh yeah, sure, pal.
Son of a bee.
No, I got it. I got you guys. So I'm gonna go to Verizon. I'm just gonna get one phone. I'm gonna do the loan. I'm gonna do the application modification, which is Standard Form 30. I'm gonna put a bond up, which is 14. I want to say the performance bond is 1414. It's one of those 14, 18. Okay. I'm going to put up the 1418 bond, Standard Form 30. I'm going to let them, instead of billing me, do the change of address. I'm going to give them the notice saying, hey, you cannot bill me in the last name. If you do, I'm going to indict you under Title 18 USC Section 14 or 1341. Here's my fee schedule if you use the last name or send me any bills. Try to swindle me or put commerce into my temple. And I'll take pictures of everything and we'll go from there.
I process and pitfall with the death certificate? Can you walk us
I'm
through
going
how?
down to my county to get the exact documents I need for the death certificate. Because when I went to go get my 10 birth certificates, on the back, they knew I was coming. On the back wall, they had all different death certificates. So I'm going to go back. I got to get 7 more. I only got 3. I got yelled at. Tasha was like, man, we're playing spades over here. Get 7 more of those BCs, but you get a car, you get a car. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm going to go get 7 more tomorrow. But I'm going to ask her what exactly is needed for the death certificate. Steve got his sons or sent it out. The death certificate, because it's a bond, I think it might take 90 days to get or whatever they do with it. I'm not sure. So I'll know more Monday. That's what I'm on too, because I want my 98 foreign grantor estate.
My check package came, woohoo, before I left on vacation.
Bring that with you.
All right.
Bring that with you because we'll get your mom's discharge done while you're down there.
All
and
right.
you can discharge your mom's. I'll show you how to discharge your parents' shit too, or your family members' shit. They don't have to be creditors. You can get a power of attorney.
Yep.
Over their accounts, and then you could pay their bills for them.
All right.
Hey, yeah, I have
Okay, all right. So this will be like another class. I'll show you guys how to set up your family trust. Because it sucks, but you guys are the only ones built for this in your family, right? Mothers and women aren't really supposed to know these laws. No offense to females, just you guys should be more back to being hermetics and esoteric healers. But that being said, listen, if you're a female and you're in here, it's a blessing, believe me. It's more power to you. But as for men, it's all men's responsibility to know the law and protect your family. It's just that way. I know these times are changing and everybody is free for all, but you guys are responsible for your families now. You have to protect your families. If some of them, you can plant some seeds in their head, usually it's going to take you buying a fucking mansion, but if you can get through them, cool. If not, just say, hey, listen, you're going to be able to show them proof and show them your success with things. You're going to say, I'm going to take over the family, finances. I'm going to set up everybody's estates for them. And then the family members that want to learn and grow, it'll be a beautiful experience. Other ones that don't, it's fine, cool. Let them live. Let them live in the dark. It sucks to watch, but as long as you have their back and everything is paid and they got to want for nothing, what more do you want? So everybody has to, if they don't want to study themselves, that's their fault, and that's their, blindness and ignorance to walk through this life ignorant like that, okay? So just stay strong for your family. And believe me, I know it sucks. I've lived with my parents for a couple of years, studying the shit, showing them. They hold me to a high standard. Well, what'd you buy yet? What'd you buy yet? What'd you get? Where's the RV? Where's the Bentley? That's all. You know what I mean? So that's how my dad.
I was just saying to my brother-in-law yesterday, because he's like, Kevin, he's like, I know what you're talking about. I get it, but I gotta see it. And I said, you'll see it.
That's why I say, start off with that for those of us with thick skulls. Right? That's why I show everybody that shit. Let them just plant that small. This shit is so deep, man. If you haven't, been involved with it for like a year or two, and people have no idea about this, and you talk to like just a dead slave, it rocks their world. And if you don't have show them that you bought something or discharged something.
Somebody had some background noise and it's cutting you off.
I'm muting people.
You have to be careful when you approach people, right? So I was approaching my family wrong, like calling them all slaves and shit, worthless. So you guys don't read nothing. You know what I mean? You're a bunch of fucking pagans going to church. Yeah, that's how I was coming at it when I first, because I was just sick of the bullshit, man. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm black sheep in the family, but I'm like, you guys are all fucking stupid.
We're all black sheep.
You guys are all, it's not your fault, you know what I mean? I get it. I get the way that the system is set up. I see how you were indoctrinated. What pisses me off is, they see me read, they see me do this shit, and then when I speak to them, like when they go to the doctor or some shit, or like church, blah, 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 It's tough. It is. With the family, it's tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I said, when you guys buy shit, everybody's gonna be on board. You'll see. Pay your mortgage off, they'll be on board. Get back to the healing. Get back to alkalizing temples. Get back to grounding. Get back to nature, and you'll be fine. For females and males, that's where the unification comes back. Everybody should be smoking bud. I don't see why not, but like I said, you guys have everything that you need to protect your families. You don't got to worry about court. If you ever have to go to court, you get paid, man. There. You guys are executors of estates. You guys are high class. You guys are upper class. You guys are kings and queens. You guys are gods, creators. It's just growing out of that indoctrination and then just performing, you know? That's all this shit is. You know, once we all do it, or one of us, once I get the car and go pick the shit up and mail the shit out, you know what I mean? Everything else will just be procedure for you guys. Because you guys know all the laws, you know what I mean? You have the laws. You guys got the forms. And it's just trust banking. Control your res. If they fuck with you, indict them. And I'll teach everybody how to do indictments. It's just an affidavit pretty much, except you don't put affidavit, you put claimant / indictment. None of the bars or anything you like on, you know what you see on legal documents, those bars, no more bars, because that's the bar, you know, none of that shit. And you just go into federal court and you do the same thing they do to you. Kill them, they don't respond, silence of acquiescence is in the agreement. Hey, we sent you this, here's your notice to cure. We'll give you 3 more days after this one. You know what I mean? Just example. They don't cure it. Default them for non-performance. Now you have a default. You call your Secretary of State, tell them you need a certificate of default. They call it a certificate of lien. You get a certificate of lien. Then you can take that certificate of lien and go to a federal court. Now this is where you go take your writs that you write up to the court marshals, the U.S. Marshals. Not the court marshals. I might indict a court marshal the way I'm fucking feeling, but this how high up you are. All them city police, state police, these are all government impersonators. They're not the government. They're all impersonating government. So those court marshals coming to kick you, those are all impersonators of government. And they can all be indicted. I'll show you how I'll take pictures of my Fidelity bank account with my 82 and 98 and how I set it up on my paperwork. That's going out Tuesday or Wednesday. But after that, fam, after you set up your trust, you liquidate everything and you do your trust bank, you just take your 10 birth certificates at $50 million a year and do what you want. You don't have to do shit with it. You can just chill. But we are all going to do this team center, you know what I mean? You owe me that one. After all this work I put in, you owe me that one. We're going to put this $30 million team center together, and we're going to help. It's all going to be in none of this rich area, this suburbs. It's all going to be low-income areas.
I'm so down for doing that and having health and wellness centers.
That's what it's all going to be in there.
Right in Compton.
I'm on board
Compton
with
needs
that.
that. Compton needs it now.
Like from Dr. Sebi, I'm taking all Dr. Sebi stuff and all his.
Yeah, we need to carry his message on for sure. After what they did to him.
Yeah. I'm on board with that right there.
He beat the Supreme Court. He took shit all the way to the Supreme Court.
I followed him for a while. It's so sad what they did to him.
That's how I got into alkalizing the temple. Everything was Dr. Sebi. Everything.
And then after that, we're gonna open up your comedy club since you're always a funny guy.
Compton needs this so bad.
The clown's pocket, Mr. Green. Where's my book?
I had to set up a tour, man.
Hold on. The dog bit it, but this is a great book. This is Sebi's book.
Thanks.
And then my favorite one, anybody that has, anybody that's got high sugar in the blood.
My mother.
Burdock root. Burdock root and the moringa. That shit will purify your blood. To be unholy is to be unhealthy. You want to cleanse your blood. You want clean blood. No mucus and no plaque, and you'll live forever.
Burdock root?
Burdock root and moringa. that will purify your blood.
Jay's probably got info on that.
Definitely does. But that's from Dr. Sebi. That's from Sebi. I don't even like calling him doctor. Doctor's a low title. I like calling him healer. Because you want to talk about a motherfucker that saved the world, that motherfucker knows his shit.
Yeah,
You know,
he's
some plants I've never. I mean, I've had encyclopedia plants, books on shit like that, and some of the stuff that he put out there, I was like, yep, he knows. He has wisdom from many, many eons and many. I love reading his stuff. I love watching all his YouTube videos. I don't see where anything he's wrong about. You know what I mean? I can't find anything negative or anything wrong in any of his diets, any of his procedures, his wisdom, how the marijuana or cannabis is part of our DNA and it's our right. And he's in tune. He's one of the most intelligent men I've ever studied under.
And he was still blazing at that age.
Still blazing. He knows.
Still.
But yeah, no, if you guys have any problems with your temple, fam, I immediately go to Dr. Sebi. And then I have this new doctor, naturopath, that, you know, he does the enzyme work and shit like that. But for Sebi and clearing out disease and shit, there's nobody better.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. But all right, that was 3 hours, guys. We'll do the secure transaction class. I have like 10 pages of notes for you guys, codes. Laura will do her credit card, and all right. So look you guys set up your accounts. Hit me with a text, and I'll fill out your credit card applications with you.
After we do the treasury docs and things like that.
You don't got to worry about the treasury docs. This is what you have to send the CFO. You can do it just with your social. The UCC1, your security agreement, executor letter, forgiveness letter, and fee schedule and certificate of trust.
Oh,
that's all you need.
Those are recorded, right?
Yeah, record them. We'll send this into the CFO, and then fill out your application.
Did you finish going through?
What?
I was just gonna say, did you finish going through the credit card application?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and rewatch it. I just wondered if you guys finished it.
Yeah.
I'll go over it next class.
Okay.
Well, I have a class Wednesday before I do the Saturday class. Maybe I'll do it.
Okay. I was just wondering because I was gonna get online today and try to get one filled out, and I'll connect with you, Laurel, and try to get mine sent out when you get yours sent out.
All right, call me.
All right, bro.
Call me
do
later.
a paper copy.
I'll tell you what you need just to make sure before you fill out that. I don't want you to waste your time. That's all.
I'm unavailable on Wednesday. I got to take my mom to the deaf camps.
You're unavailable all week, so relax.
Okay, bro. Deaf camp? You mean the hospital?
Yeah.
Look, we're going to be going over her father's paperwork and discharging her mom and getting her mom out there and up home with her. So we're going to be busy all week working on that. But you guys can text me, hit me up for whatever, whenever.
All right. Let's all send prayers to Laurel's mom, too, for what she's going through.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, we're sending you high vibrations.
I got a non-disclosure statement you guys are all going to have to agree, sign because we're going to do a recoupment.
Okay.
Who's that, Wes? Wes, her son always getting in trouble in school. I be laughing. Fuck that public school shit. You can't be hanging around with me and going to these schools. Little badass. What happened?
I said, what, are you in trouble?
What happened?
He says, no, I'm not in trouble. My sister says, well, not really. And then in the background, his father said, well, yeah, you a little. And then he hung up.
What happened?
I don't know.
Wes, you Wes. All right. Guys, I love you guys. Hotep. Follow your stay persistent. Follow your heart. You guys made it. You guys are billionaires. And be a Merry Christmas, even though vegan ass holiday. Still my favorite shit because the family gets together. You know what I mean? Anytime the family gets together, it's a blessing. But look, I love you guys. Don't bother Laurel. I'll hunt you down. I love you guys. Hotep. Any questions, shoot me a text. And like I said,
Appreciate it, brother. Thanks for taking 3 hours on your Sunday to do this for us.
Real.
Thank you.
You guys show
You
up.
too, Laurel. I know you put a lot of work behind this guy.
Bless up to both of y'all.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Yes.
Keep in touch with me. Whatever you guys need, whatever you guys want to go over, just hit me up. All right.
All right, fam. You guys have a good Sunday.
Thank you.
Beautiful day.
Yeah,
Hey, Jay.
I need my box.
Cool. All right. See you later, everybody.
Bye.
Laurel, I'll send you an email, some KBA and Apex for cancer. KBA and APEX for cancer, both two different things.
Thank you.